What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another watch along for you guys. One of my first watch alongs of the season, and my first watch along ever with Sai. How are we doing,
Can you
brother?
believe it?
Hello,
my man. How are you doing?
All good, mate. All good. Looking forward to the game today. I think there are a lot of nervous Spurs fans out there seeing what can happen on that pitch today. No recognised centre-back in the starting lineup. Let's go through the lineups and then we'll see what you're thinking about the game today. But starting off with the Spurs lineup, as you can see on screen, Vicario in goal, Porro right back, Destiny Udogie left back with Emerson and Davis in the centre-back pairing. Bissouma back in the team along with Kulusevski and Lo Celso in midfield. Johnson on the right, Brian Hill on the left and Heung-min Son up top. In terms of the subs, two goalkeepers on the bench, as you do, Fraser Forster and Brandon Austin. Dorrington, Skip, Højbjerg, Santiago, Donnelly, Richarlison back in the squad, and Alejo Veliz. So when you're looking at players that can come on and change the game, a bit few and far between. A lot of kids on the bench today, with Richarlison. But in terms of the lineup, what are you thinking?
Yeah, well, it's all we've got, isn't it? At the end of the day, so we have to be happy with it. Just in the panel show the other day in regards to what we thought the lineup would be and everything, it's pretty much relatively spot on with what Sim was putting out there. And I think for me, ultimately, it was always that kind of back four orientation that would be the tricky part of this game for me, you know, how massive City are. But it is literally all we've got. I've said it before, and I said it the other day, I would love to have seen the likes of Dorrington coming in for one of those central defensive players, but I understand why Ange has gone from them just from the experience perspective. Who knows, that might change throughout the game, but for me, mate, I think Bissouma is the key to this game, because I was just listening actually to the guys in the Sky Sports studio just before this match, and they were talking about how Haaland is that go-to player, but when he's not in the equation, they've got more than enough players, maybe 3 or 4 players that can come and divert themselves around Haaland instantly. And this is where Bissouma and those fullbacks really need to be on point today, to just track back and keep an eye on them, as well as Davies and Emerson probably going to have to tag team a bit on Haaland. So it's going to be a really, really difficult game today.
Eric Dyer not even on the bench today, as our only recognised fit senior centre-back. Does that tell you everything you need to know? Yeah,
I mean, it is one of those things where, yeah, if I was to pick out the 3 centre-backs that we have available, it would be the 2 that are on there. But yeah, as I said, I would like to see one of those academy players coming in at some point. It's a bit of a shame not to see one of them start. But yeah, to have Dyer not even in the team at all speaks volumes. You know, it's just one of those, isn't it? He should have gone a long time ago. It's just lingering around, as is Hugo and a couple of other random players. So, but this is what we got today, and City have gone all out. So we have no Harry this year round. So I think it's going to be a very, very way of how we take this game on.
Obviously, it's very worrying, that back line with Davis and Emerson there. We saw their flaws on the weekend. We saw as well, without Van der Ven and Romero against Wolves, how we can come unstuck very quickly. But when I'm looking at the kind of midfield and upwards, Bissouma, Kulusevski and Lo Celso should be able to keep the ball really well. All 3 of their ball retentions are very, very high. And then when you're looking at that front line with the high line that Man City play, you're looking at that dual threat of Johnson and Heung-min Son, who can really, you know, hang on that kind of last shoulder of the defender and break that high line. So, I mean, we should be getting chances today, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I think so. I think there is going to be a significant battle in midfield. I think FC is pretty much the one to look out for here in his hold-up play. If that is correct in his actual position, is in my opinion, in my preferred place to see him. It's purely from that fact that if we get the ball in that midfield area, he's got a massive opportunity to hold that ball up. So if we are on a counter, what usually happens sometimes with Spurs is not enough players, moving forward quick enough, and we need that in this game. So if he's got that ability to hold that ball up, allow Son and Johnson to really use their pace and get themselves beyond him, that could be one of the key openings for us to get something out of this. Just, we might need a bit of luck today. We've seen it in previous seasons. We haven't always necessarily played out of our skins. It's more about taking those opportunities when they come. You and I spoke about this before the game earlier. Exactly that point is taking those chances that we didn't do last week.
Yeah, and you talk about the previous years when we've won at Man City and beaten Man City. I mean, the very difference is the way we play our football, right? Because today we're going to be going all out.
Yeah.
In attack, hunky in packs, trying to attack Man City, where as in previous games, we kind of had the blueprint to beat Man City, where it was hold back, keep Son on that last shoulder, keep finding him in behind. But it's a bit of a different mentality today, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And ironically, we were watching the drills just before the kickoff here on the game, and they were doing the high line, training methods for a good 10 minutes or so with the coach. That back four that we see on the screen right now, and it's quite amazing to see that. I've not really seen that from a Spurs training method before a game, so it's quite clear that's the mentality of what we're trying to do tactically today. But yeah, you're right. It's very different to the last few seasons. Andrew's all about the attack. However, I think we could take a lot of learnings from that Chelsea game. Yes, we don't have some of those players playing today, but if they've got their mentality right, we could imitate what we were doing in that Chelsea game for, 70 odd minutes. It was absolutely insane to watch that and incredible to watch that. And it was just unfortunate we had the 9 players. The fact we got 11 here today, obviously starting at least, I think this could be a really interesting way to try and get something out of this game if we can pull that off. And as you said, get it to those front line players, Kulusevski holding it, getting those threaded balls through. We could get something here. It's made me a bit more optimistic than I was a couple of days ago.
All right, well, let's have a look at the Man City side. We've got Ederson in goal, Kyle Walker right back, Gvardiol left back, and Kanji and Ruben Diaz in the centre-back positions. Rodri, Alvarez and Silva in the midfield, with Foden and Doku supporting Erling Haaland. I mean, you've got world-class players all over that pitch. How do we beat this team?
It is literally... honestly, I think it's going to be a bit of a blend. It's going to be a bit of that high-line aspect to it. I do think that if we can control the onslaughts, they're probably going to come left, right and centre from Man City today. We can get that ball in midfield and thread those balls through. We can nick something here. Whether that's something that happens throughout the game or it's something that happens late on. As I said, I'm a bit more optimistic than I was a couple of days ago that we could try and steal a result here. It's all we can hope for, I think.
I'm looking at the key matchups on the pitch, right? I'm looking at that midfield three, and I actually think our midfield three can actually combat that midfield. Obviously, theirs is of higher quality, but I still think that we've got enough there to combat that midfield. But when I'm looking at Haaland against our back two, Davis against Emerson, Doku against Porro, Foden against Udogie, I mean, that is really where we're going to come unstuck today, isn't it?
Exactly, and I think that is to the point of Bissouma's role here. There's no cards on his shoulders today, which I think is going to play a massive part to this game. There's going to be a bit more freedom for him to have to maybe make those decisive challenges that may be a bit risky, but that's where it's about. We have to have our fullbacks on 100% today, and Bissouma really tracking back where possible. And then obviously he's quite a bit of a box-to-box midfielder when he wants to be, and I think that's really crucial that he gets that ball as fast as he can to the likes of Kulusevski and push him forward to those forward players that we have, because that's how the only way I can see us like really getting something out of it.
Score prediction?
Oh, don't ask me that.
Come on, score predictions, guy.
Well, the other day I generally did it under my t-shirt so that people didn't see my mouth move, but I thought City would go and run away with this. But seeing the lineup, which isn't too different to what we spoke about the other day, I've just got a bit more of a feeling that we might nick something. So I'm going to be really ambitious here and say we're going to win this 2-1.
2-1?
Yeah.
I can't see... but
we'll probably get smashed.
Yeah, I think there's going to be 5 goals minimum in this game, to be honest. For some reason, I did wake up a bit confident today. I'm looking at the players we have going forward on this game, and I really think we can hurt them. I really do. It's just going the other way. We've got to be extremely lucky, probably, to keep them out with no recognised centre-back on the pitch. So, as much as all week I've been saying Spurs are going to lose, I'm going for a Spurs win today, and I'm going to go for 3-2 to Tottenham Hotspur. But we are only 3 minutes away from kickoff. The players are out on that pitch right now. So if you haven't already, smash that like button. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. It is Manchester City against Tottenham Hotspur at the Etihad. I want to know where you're watching from. I want to know your score predictions as well. It's going to be a feisty one today, and I imagine it's going to be a bit of a dirty game today as well. I think the Spurs players are probably going to be putting in full energy into this game. I expect a few full-blooded challenges today. But yeah, not many confident Spurs fans in the comments. Gina is saying COYS and hi from America. Charles Preston saying 4-2 to Spurs. London Rain saying 3-2 to Spurs. Al Jennings saying 7-1 to City. We've got people watching from New York, India. 2-1 to Spurs. 2-1 to Spurs. Actually, people are quite confident today. They think we can grab a win today.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think there's a big confidence in our team that we spoke again earlier before the game about the Villa the match. You know, take the officials aside, we didn't put those chances away in many occasions, but the effort was there. And I said on the panel the other day, like if I don't see passion and effort, that's when I get angry as a Spurs fan and really disappointed. But everyone was there till the 95th minute purely because they could see something was still possible, even with the team that we had at that moment in time. But the fact that there was effort, and if we do that effort, we take those principles into this game, we have improved players from the last week, not too many, one or two. We could get something out of this. That's what I'm feeling.
Pep Guardiola and Ange Postecoglou having words before the game. Jake Backers with the super chat. 4-3 Spurs from Texas. Big up, Jake. Mark M calling me a flip-flop in the comments. Well, are people not allowed to change their mind these days? What is going on? My confidence has grown and we're getting the win today, people. So let's do this. Jaden with the super chat saying prediction 6-2. My delusion 4-3. We win last minute. Can you imagine that? 4-3.
Oh, God.
Last minute.
Last time I was following this City Spurs game was with Stell, following off the back of the Leicester game,
minute, wasn't it?
And then the City game. Yeah, unbelievable. Couldn't believe it.
Kaylee Davis with the members chat member for 23 months. Big up, Kaylee. She says, I believe in miracles, and so do I. 3 losses on the bounce. It ain't going to be 4 today, people. Spurs players, I think, are going to do the huddle outside the away end.
Let's do it. This is Basuma's game. He has to be 120% today. Otherwise, we're not getting anything out of this.
Even City players doing a huddle, they know they're in a big game today.
Yeah, massive.
It's actually a massive game for City today because if they don't win, 4 points, Arsenal are top of the league.
Yeah, and also the crazy Liverpool game earlier as well is going to put a hell of a lot of pressure on them. Newcastle getting results.
We are seconds away from kickoff. Both teams have done the huddle. Man City shooting from left to right, about to kick off. But we are here at the Etihad. Manchester City versus Tottenham. And it's live. Let's do this. Come on. Fast start, Tottenham.
Waiting all day for that.
You've been waiting all day, yeah?
Let's go.
Silva.
Let's do this.
To take the centre. And he's gone all the way back to the keeper in Ederson.
Someone's been barged out of the way already. Trying to get his way through. One thing I'll give Son credit for this season, though, is he's clamping down. You know, he's just so quick to off the ball at the moment.
Who's that, Sonny?
Yeah. I know he gets a lot of stick for other things, but he does do that quite a lot this season. Uses up a lot of energy.
His pressing game has got a lot stronger this season.
Pressing was the word I was looking for. Yeah. Don't know what I said.
All right, here we go. Emerson.
Throw in.
Hunt up the field, but it's a throw on to Manchester City. We just don't concede an early goal, Tottenham.
That's it. Hold the ground.
Rodri.
Brian Hill running. Nearly got it.
Walker out to Bernardo Silva. Brian Hill coming back. It's Foden now. Destiny Udogie up against him. Back to Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker out to Phil Foden. Nowhere to go for Man City at the moment. It's Kyle Walker as he plays it all the way back to Ruben Diaz. Diaz to Gvardiol. Gvardiol out wide to Doku. Doku is going to be a really dangerous man today. I mean, his dribbling ability is just insane.
I won't lie. I use Man City a lot on FIFA, and I always play Doku, and he is absolutely rapid.
What's he rated on FIFA, Doku?
Do you know, I think he's only like 79 or something.
But he must be just so fast.
Yeah, that's it. I just literally use the old right toggle, get past everyone.
Akanji all the way out to Doku. That's a really nice ball. It's Doku up against Pedro Porro. Stand up to him, Pedro.
Yeah.
Well played. It's corner. Corner to Manchester City.
It's good intelligence from Porro there not to jump in. Just let him come towards it.
Yeah, to be fair, it would have been very poor intelligence if he did dive in there, to be fair. But he did the right thing. I noticed against Aston Villa we were really poor at defending set pieces without like Van de Ven and Romero.
Unbelievable.
So they've actually got some really dangerous men there, Man City, from set pieces.
Very tall players.
Kanji, Guardiola, Haaland.
Players.
We need to watch ourselves. And it comes in. Oh!
Did he whack his head there, Vicario? No, he's all right. He's good.
How impressed have you been with Vicario?
Unbelievable.
This season?
Like, probably one of the biggest surprises of the window in general for the Premier League, I think. Big boost to Phil with Hugo. Yes, Hugo didn't have a great, a few hiccups here and there from Hugo over the last few years. But he just came in as if he's been there for years.
Literally.
And the saves are incredible.
And a lot of people were like very angry at not going for David Raya and
Pope and all of that as well. Yeah.
Of Vicario, but
the research was there for sure.
Looks a lot better than David Raya.
Unbelievable.
From what we've seen so far.
Unbelievable. The Chelsea game was absolutely incredible from him.
That's sweeping. We haven't
Unbelievable.
seen that since
It was so good. So good. And we lost that game. And he was one of the best players.
4-1. We lose 4-1 and he's our best player.
It's unbelievable.
Haaland.
Well
Emerson
done.
Royale, great challenge. It's another corner to Manchester City.
I thought that went off already, but
These are the dangerous moments in Spurs now.
just the size difference of Haaland between our players, absolutely incredible.
Physical,
And
fast. He's got it all, Haaland.
Yeah.
He's got it all. And he's coming up against a proper makeshift back four today. But here comes the corner. Swings in.
Yeah.
Haaland just misses it. Brian Hill gets it away. No Spurs players up there. But Kyle Walker is back to sweep up. And he can start the move again. Out wide to Bernardo Silva. Silva to Foden. Foden trying to take on Destiny Udogie, and he's unsuccessful there. Well played, Destiny.
Udogie as well, fantastic signing this summer.
Yeah, it's actually mad to think that we actually signed him last summer.
I know, I was so gutted we loaned him back.
Yeah.
So gutted.
He had a great season in Serie A again last season. And he's come back and he's come into Spurs and just hit the ground running. And it's just like, how many players have come in from non-Premier League sides and just hit the ground running? And you look at Van de Ven as well.
The Celso fell asleep there, didn't pay attention. But that's exactly what we were talking about. Kulu holding that ball up, using the strength, kept possession.
Quick ball. That was a bit slow. Come on, Emerson.
It's a bit of a
Nothing
pullback
stupid
there.
here. Come on, Emerson. Yes.
Surprising.
Oh, nice ball to Destiny.
Here we go.
Destiny to Gio, but he's lost out to Foden there.
Oh, he's fallen over as well. Doesn't help.
Here's Jeremy Doku. Doku shoots and Vicario saves. He
Just leave it.
should have caught that, but I think they've just kept it on. Spurs. Oh, it's gone out for a corner.
I don't know why Vicario didn't just go and grab that before he went off.
I thought that was an easy catch, to be honest.
I assume one of the defenders, Ben or Emerson, shouted that they were going for it and then ended up kicking it out of the pitch.
I think it's just a mistake from Vicario, to be honest. Yeah, just...
Oh, God, that's
another
a deep
corner.
one.
Vicario gets it away. Brian Hill picks it up on the edge.
Well
and here
done.
comes Spurs now on a counter-attack.
No.
Kulusevski tried to feed.
We still got it, though.
Son, and he's got it. Heung-min Son, Spurs are 2-on-1. Brennan Johnson's in the box. Sonny!
Yes! Come on, Son!
Come on!
Come on!
Heung-min Son!
Yes!
Spurs on 1-11.
Let's go!
Come on! What a counter-attack from
Yes!
Spurs! The first chance Spurs have had in this game!
Come on!
Sonny did so well to nick that ball on the far-hand side of the pitch.
Brian
this came
Hill.
from Man City's
Brian
corner.
Hill here.
Brian
Absolutely
Hill.
fantastic.
Unbelievable. Brian Hill plays it to Kulusevski. Kulusevski plays a lovely ball over the top. It looked like no one was getting there, but Heung-min Son completely robs Doku, I think it is. And with an absolutely brilliant finish. I think the keeper should be doing better there, to be honest, in Edison. But Spurs are 1-0 up. Come on! Give me some skin, side. Come on!
Edison will be fuming with himself for that one, I'd have to say.
100%.
It's not even a cross
Goes
goal.
straight under him, goes straight under Ederson, and Spurs are 1 goal to the good. 7 minutes in here at the Etihad. Come on, you Spurs!
That's an absolutely fantastic start. It's a bit of a memory of that Champions League game at the Etihad a few seasons ago.
Woo!
Absolutely fantastic start to this game. Everyone's on point so far.
Nice one. So, I mean, it's been all City. They've had 3 corners already. First time Spurs go up the other end of the pitch and they get the goal.
Just got to hold
That's
this
what we
now.
were talking about. Clinical. Be clinical.
And Brian Hill cutting it out again.
Hill, Messi.
I tell you what, if he does this all game,
He started really well,
Wow.
Brian Hill. Oh, Destiny with a poor pass, and it's a throw on to Manchester City.
wake up, Tottenham, wake up.
That's a foul.
Celso's not on it
Gio.
today so far, but it's early days.
All right, Tottenham. Let's keep this going. Let's get another one. We need about 3 or 4 to be safe in this game.
This is the Brian Hill I've been waiting for. You know, someone
Tenacious,
he's
isn't he?
such skill, but he needs to do this all game. Let's see if he's up to this. Absolutely fantastic start.
It's a free kick, crossing position from Bernardo Silva.
Haaland going from offside to onside.
Alvarez takes it. Haaland's in there. Oh, is that an own goal? It's 1-1.
It was deflected him.
Oh, that is a kick in the teeth. That is. What is going on?
It's off Son.
It's 1-1, and is it off Heung-min Son? Son in the space of 3
City haven't
minutes
even scored.
scores a goal and an own goal. That is really, really unfortunate there from Heung-min Son. Oh, Haaland gets the nick on.
I would say Haaland's movement was fantastic. He just went from offside to onside within a split second. Got that touch. I said it felt like the Champions League game. It's very similar. 2 goals within a few minutes.
Oh, that's so annoying, man.
The joys of football. The heights.
Come on, Tottenham.
2 minutes
Sonny's
ago.
got a goal at both ends. What a start to this game. Not even 10 minutes gone. It's 1-1 here at the Etihad.
This would be the final result. 1-1.
No choice.
What a shame. But here we go. Spurs again. Trying to make things happen. Oh, no. They've split us.
Well played.
That's well played, Emerson. Yeah, very good. Good turn from Kulu again.
Come on, Kulu.
Off he goes again. If this pass is good. Come on, find it. It's a bit late now.
Brian Hill on the left.
Oh,
To Kulu.
oh, come
Tried
on,
the
come on,
quick
come on.
flick it back to Brian Hill, but it's a throw on to Tottenham Hotspur.
Kulu's up for this today. Gliding through
Yeah,
players.
he's looking good, isn't he?
Great position. I love him in the middle.
Yeah, I think he's so much better in
Yeah.
the middle than he offers us so much more.
The wing is too obvious now. Everyone knows what he's doing.
I feel like he just gets lost in games
Yeah.
sometimes when he's out on that right.
He said he was the real Kulu after the Villa game, even though
Yeah.
we lost.
Yeah. It's a throw on to Spurs. Destiny Udogie plays it all the way back to Ben Davis. Square ball to Emerson Royal. Out to Decky. Decky.
Oh,
Son.
he's got the.
Oh.
He pulled out there. I don't know why he did that. He had that.
I don't know. I thought maybe he thought he was offside or
Yeah,
something.
maybe.
But he didn't go with it with some proper conviction until like it was too late.
I'm pleased to see Spurs are up for this. How long it will last, we don't know, but
Walker to Bernardo Silva. To Ruben Diaz. Out wide to Akanji. Akanji now. Come on, go and engage him. Press. Haven't seen Brennan Johnson much so far.
no, he's very quiet in the Villa game, to be honest.
I thought he looked good, Brennan, in the first half of the Villa game. I feel like he tires out of games really quickly.
Yeah, he's got to just get used to that. He's come back from an injury quite recently. It's understandable.
Punt up the field from Edison.
It's
Here
very
comes City
open now, isn't
now.
it? So much space in midfield.
Julian Alvarez out to Foden. Phil Foden.
Oh, no, not again.
Oh, my God.
Oh, well done,
Vic,
Vicario.
Vic.
He's so alert to everything. It's ridiculous.
He's
Simple
class.
things.
Absolute class. But I don't know what that defending was.
No. Basuma was covering 2 or 3 players there. I'm not quite sure whose job that was today. Poor Alex going in. Yeah.
Who got that nick?
What are you doing?
Emerson gives it away in the box. Haaland! Oh, my God! That was a stone wall chance for Manchester City. Erling Haaland had pretty much the whole goal to aim at, and it's gone wide.
Who was that?
Emerson.
Of course it was.
Emerson caught on the ball there. Haaland found in the 6-yard box on the edge.
What makes me nervous, mate, about our defence.
It was a simple finish for Haaland. It really was. And he's put it
honestly,
wide.
Absolutely ridiculous. Literally. Can't believe he just did that.
I can't believe he just missed.
I can't believe that as well. But, wow. He probably couldn't believe it himself. What?
We are playing suicide ball at the moment. Oh. 13 minutes gone here. It is 1-1. We've got 1,300 people watching with us here today. Big up to each and every one of you. Scroll down, smash that like button. The more positivity you send to us, you never know. Crazy things can happen.
They say that every 100 likes, Spurs will score.
Well, we've already got the first 100 likes. That's the first goal. If we get to, well, we've got 2 now. Spurs are due a goal now.
Yeah, here we go. It's putting a bit of pressure on now, which is nice to see. It's up our end. Get that. Yes. Oh, he's so close to nicking that.
Lucky Emerson.
And that's a great challenge. Incredible challenge from Emerson. Of all the players. Oh, I'll tell you what, that's a bit dirty.
Should go in the book for that.
That was uncalled for. But that's okay. Just the first time.
Get him in the book.
Yeah.
Emerson. Davis. Back to Emerson. Spurs playing with their high line out the back here. Davis, he's going to play it back to Vicario. He's got Emerson to his right. He's gone all the way out to try find Brennan Johnson, but it's a poor pass, to be honest. And here's Gvardiol into Haaland. And he just forced him wide there. Kyle Walker. Out to Rodri. Foden. Oh, God. Foden against Destiny. He's forced to check back to Rodri. And Rodri's forced to go back to Akanji. It's Rodri again. Man City just passing it around Spurs at the moment with Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz out to Doku. Doku trying to dance his way in.
Watch this.
Silva, and it's a corner to Manchester City.
It's patient defending. It's good. I'm glad we're not rushing in, making stupid decisions.
Oh, what a fast, crazy start to this game, man.
It's been a very fast 15 minutes, that's for sure.
Yeah. Corner.
It's deep again.
For Man City. Emerson gets it away. Foden.
Oh, well
and
done.
here comes... Oh,
no.
Kulusevski nearly nicked it there.
Do not... Oh, here we
Haaland.
go.
Yeah. Corner.
Shouts for handball. I don't think so.
Like 5th corner of the game already for Man City. 16 minutes gone. Another corner to Man City.
Goals conceded.
0 goals we've conceded from corners so far this season.
That's very conceded. That's good though. Let's try and get some control of this game. It's very difficult to get possession at the moment.
Control at the Etihad.
Unbelievable. Now. Oh no, not there. You were well read again, Udogie. Fantastic. Oh yes, that's brilliant. Oh, what a shame he didn't keep that in. Kulu's been absolutely fantastic so far in this game.
He's actually trying to do things.
Absolutely incredible.
Which is great. I mean, look, he has lost the ball quite a number of times, but it's because of what he's trying to do.
Yes.
And I appreciate that massively.
He's like car insurance, mate, you know. The more you drive, the more risk there is. That's why it's more expensive. Same with Kulu.
100%.
He will have more mistakes because he does so much.
Oh, Porro does really well up against Doku and
Fantastic.
wins the ball, but
Not
it's
so
a
much,
poor
but
pass and gives away a throw on.
Typical, isn't it? City piling on more pressure at the moment. We do get snippets of pressure forwards, though, which is good to see.
We kind of just need to.
Here we go.
Nick the
Oh,
ball.
he nearly nicked it again. Brian Hill has been fantastic so far in this game.
Here we go with Guardiola. Doku. He's got Alvarez in
I'm
front
just
of him.
worried about this space in the middle. I think it's Lo Celso's job at the moment is to try and watch Rodri there, and he keeps losing him.
Well, you got Lo Celso and Bissouma kind of sitting at the moment, but here's Haaland up against Emerson. Stand strong, Emerson. The cross comes in.
great
Bissouma
header.
gets it away. Gio.
Oh, no, not there. What are you doing?
Brennan played it back, a really dodgy ball back to Porro, but Spurs get it away.
Yes, come on, control this ball now for a bit. Let's go. Oh, no. Forwards.
Emerson.
Oh, God. What are you doing?
Heart attacks every time Emerson gets it in those areas, but Spurs trying to play
That's
out.
it. Calm it
Yeah,
down,
but
guys.
it's very,
Calm it
very
down.
dodgy because you've got such dangerous players everywhere on the pitch for Man City. Brian Hill.
Oh, Son had a very nice run there. Oh,
Lo Celso dancing around Bernardo Silva, but he's come back. Now it's Bissouma. Bissouma to Emerson.
I think there should be an Opta stat of how many times Lo Celso pulls his shorts slightly. Honestly, it's incredible how many times he does this in a game. And now I've said that, you're all going to see what I'm talking about.
Brian Hill.
Great turn again, Brian Hill. On the sixpence, back and forth.
Bissouma. Out to Emerson Royale. Emerson. Great ball. Oh,
We still got it, he still got it.
Porro. Gio. To Hill. Looking to take on Kyle Walker. Nice ball to Destiny Adoggy. And
Good
Spurs
corner.
win the corner. Come on, you Spurs.
Very positive attack. No one wants to take the corner.
1,500 people in here with us now. 333 likes, which means we're due about 2 more goals
Yeah.
very soon.
Yeah, it's happening.
20 minutes gone. 1-1 here, and Spurs have a corner.
This could be a Ben Davies header.
Love that.
Yeah,
Emerson Royale did score at the Etihad last season.
he did indeed. Oh,
He passes it. Porro. He receives it back. He's going to get a cross into the box. Oh, I thought that was just going to land to Brennan Johnson, but here's
be
Kulusevski.
clever.
Kulusevski with a nice ball to Brennan. Brennan
Another
wins
corner.
the corner. It's another corner to Tottenham. Brennan Johnson just not really got in the game as of yet. 20 minutes gone.
It's well worked. It's good corner. Good corner win, that.
I don't know how we're supposed to win any headers from these corners. Look at the height
They are
difference.
absolutely huge, aren't they? It's all about the movement on this one.
Lee Flanagan says Kulu's been so crap today. But here comes the corner. Who's that? Pedro Porro to take. It's a good ball. Oh, didn't meet with any Spurs players, but Kulusevski has it now. Plays it back to Destiny.
Oh dear.
Destiny to Gio. Gio to Bissouma. Back to Udogie. Davis on the halfway line.
If we can get a switch over there,
He's
that'd be
asking for
great.
options.
Who's that on the right?
He's got a
Porro.
few.
Porro's very free on that side, but it's too late now. Here we go. Great movement. Go on, Son.
Press!
That's it. Again.
Press!
Again. Should have done a bit better than that.
Spurs trying to pressure Man City, who are playing out the back, but they calmly play out of it. It's Kyle Walker. Foden. Foden with a lovely ball, but just a bit too much on it. And it goes to Vicario. Bissouma.
That's it.
Yet to see his dribbling ability yet.
Mm-hmm.
Here he is again.
There is
Bissouma.
There's a bit of dribble. Yeah. That's great again from Brian Hill.
Oh, ref.
That's the one downfall, Brian, is the physical side. Not quite there yet.
Absolutely.
The rest of it was brilliant. Yes, well read again, Kulu. Here we go. Great footwork from Spurs.
That's it.
Here.
Come on, Spurs.
Fantastic.
Porro. Lovely ball over the top to try and find Brennan Johnson out on the right-hand side.
Here he goes. Here he
beats
goes.
Mario to it. He's in the box. In. Oh, I thought that was another own goal there, but Ruben Diaz puts it out for a corner. But that was really good work there from Brennan Johnson. A lovely ball over the top from Pedro Porro. And he's just see you later there to Gvardiol. And the ball goes in the box, and Ruben Diaz with a lovely sliding challenge to put it in for a corner. But that's the first bit of danger that we've seen from Brennan Johnson, really.
Yeah. That's what he does best, just getting himself round players.
Spurs trying to catch up to Man City on the corner count. It's Kulusevski. Shifts outside and crosses in the box.
I tell you what.
And it goes out for
We had a taller player. That was an incredible cross, that was.
Do you think that was a cross or a shot?
I don't know. It's fizzed in. It's just the whip on it was fantastic.
All right. Goal kick to Man City. Been a really good game of football, hasn't it?
It has indeed. There's a lot of empty seats. I suppose that's why they call it the empty head.
Exactly. That's exactly why they call it the
It's
empty
kind of
head
embarrassing,
side.
really.
When you think about it, like you've got a team who are treble winners playing the football that they do with Pep Guardiola as their manager, a superstar team, and they can't fill their ground.
Unbelievable.
That's
Oh,
poor from Brian Hill.
that's really disappointing. This is what I said earlier. He just needs the consistency. It's all great doing this 5-minute stints, but
Here's Jeremy Doku out on the left-hand side. He's got two players on him. He checks it back to Gvardiol. Gvardiol all the way back to Ruben Diaz. Diaz to Akanji. Super chat here from Hung Diddley and says, how many times do you think Ange has to tell them to press? He plays the only one way before they stop questioning how he sets up. Fair enough.
yeah, I think there's been a few snippets of pressing, but it's just not been accurate enough.
Yeah. We've nearly forced them into a few errors a couple of times, but well, I mean, look at those stats. Only one shots, one on target. Oh,
One of you.
Come on, one Vicario come for that. Well, he's got it now.
This is where there's a bit of lack of confidence in the two that you've got in front of you, like communication. I think it was an interesting point the other day about the communication between Davies and Emerson wasn't there last week, and Vicario as well in some instances, which is kind of expected, really.
Yeah, when you're playing two fullbacks and centre-back.
Exactly.
Especially against such great opposition. Here's Walker in behind. He keeps on. It's a cross in the box, but no one's there. It went off for a goal kick.
I tell you what, though, Porro needs to be careful. Just play to the whistle.
25 minutes gone.
This is a very fast half.
It's a free kick to Tottenham. Well,
I think it's been a positive game so far from us.
yeah, I totally agree.
Held the ground.
What is that? A simple pass to Emerson Royale, and he just lets it go. Just couldn't control it. And Man City have possession straight away. Rodri.
I know Gavin will be saying the same thing right now. He'd be saying, why just give Dorrington or someone a chance? Like, they can't be any worse. Absolutely.
Well, I don't think Emerson has done too bad so far today. A couple of mishaps here and there.
Lost the ball a few times, passed it to the wrong team a couple of times.
Yeah, only a couple of times. It could be much worse. Gvardiol to Akanji. Akanji to Rodri. Rodri to Ruben Diaz to Kyle Walker.
I think Son needs to tell his teammates to press a bit harder. It's only him that's doing it
Diaz. It must be very high percentage
Yes.
of possession to Man City at the moment.
Well done.
Well, 55%.
Don't foul, so don't foul. That's
Walker.
it. Push him back. Push him
All
back.
the way back to Diaz.
That's
all the way
great.
back to Ederson. Well played, Tottenham.
Fantastic.
Keep going.
Now keep him in
Press.
there. Keep him in. Yes,
Press.
yes, yes.
Brian Hill's won it back high up the pitch. Brian Hill.
There
It's
were
a corner.
There were 3 players there, Brian.
Son's asking
3
to play it a bit
players.
behind me, man. Play it a bit behind me. Well played from Brian Hill, though. Catching on the loose ball. He had the opportunity to play it in there to
Any
Son.
of them. There
You
was actually
cannot be
4.
dilly-dallying at
Come
the
on,
Etihad.
Brian.
You've got to be attacking with
Life
precision.
of Brian.
You did
honestly.
so well to win the ball. You got to do better than that.
Because that's the chances, mate. This is where we can get them. They're making mistakes just as much as we are.
Yeah. 5 corners to 4 in City's favour. But here's the 4th from Tottenham with Pedro Porro to put it in the box.
Son needs to be careful there because hyperextended his hamstring. Nah, come on, Origi. Better than that.
Oh, come on, Spurs.
It's 3 against 2 at the moment.
Well played. Ben Davis with a lovely
Well
challenge
done, Ben.
there.
Experience there. Only counts if we make up for it in this attack as well.
Jeff Vander says, would love to see Valise coming on at the 60th minute. Well, after
Yeah, he does need more minutes, doesn't he?
Yeah, he definitely needs more minutes.
Reminds me of Vinicius and a couple of other players that just didn't get that chance because Harry was there. But
Come on.
that's it. Another pushback from Spurs. Fantastic.
Keep pressing, Spurs. Keep
And again-
pressing. Kulu, win that.
Mate,
Oh.
the camera angles do my eyes in. It looks like they're going into the goal and they're going miles wide.
It's
Well
happened
done
a
to
few times
Celso.
there, hasn't it?
Celso winning it back fantastically well again.
Ah, lucky.
But then stands still on the second one. Here they come. Again,
Doku up against Ben Davis.
that's not what we want to see.
Doku inside. Oh, he hits the bar. What an effort there from Jeremy Doku.
I thought the watch was going to go.
He went inside, he went outside to Ben Davis. Ben Davis had no answer, and he absolutely cracked it with his right foot, and it smashed against the crossbar. Oh,
That was such a good effort. But that's it now because they know obviously that's a big weakness in that area.
oh 1-1.
Well, I didn't see the possession stat. It must be quite high for
It's
City. I mean.
60% possession to City.
We're used to this though. It's been like this many seasons, and we always manage to
And Jane used to it,
grab
though,
something.
isn't he?
Yeah. See now at the back again. It's good. It's good. Constant pressure from Spurs, putting them back all the way here. But it's just how easy City get forwards. Do you know what I mean?
Well
Well done.
played, Emerson. Emerson just nicked it off Haaland there, but Bissouma, oh, it's a poor ball. He was under pressure there, Bissouma. He's got to be doing better under pressure. Throw into
hope we
Man
don't see that
City,
again.
high up the pitch. It's Bernardo
See,
Silva
we're
now.
rushing into things again now.
Rodri
He's going to find him on the left.
out wide to Doku. Nice ball. Doku against Porro. Is he going to try and take him on? He doesn't. He checks back to Gvardiol with the cross in the box. Trying to find Bernardo Silva at the back post, but Udogie just gets it clear, but Bernardo picks it up again. Bernardo into the box. Emerson gets it away, but not only as far
Oh
as
my God, one of you.
Alvarez. Haaland now out to Doku. Man City starting to turn the screw a little bit. Here's Alvarez. Foden. 2-1. Fuck.
Too easy. Way too easy, Tottenham.
That was great football from Man City.
That's like when you're on FIFA and you're just pressing the A button like loads of times in a short space of time.
Oh, God. Where's the defending? That was a poor clearance from Emerson. No one's putting a foot in.
No, Johnson should have gone in stronger there, but ultimately, overall, it was just a bit of a mess.
Who's there? Why is Foden so free in the box?
Emerson's having a go at Davies, I think, and Yeah, it's too easy. Yeah, that's it. I think Dave's gone over because he's then left Foden on his own. Not missing from there. That's a really frustrating way to have conceded that goal. Now we just can't lose the heads because this is where we can fall apart.
Oh, Ben Davies just puts it out for a corner. It's a bit of an onslaught here at the Etihad.
Ben's trying to rile up his teammates, saying, come on, wake up, what's going on? That's not good enough. There's 3 or 4 Spurs players there walking around, not paying attention.
We're not reacting quick enough.
No.
To situations.
Not good. That is unacceptable. Corner pushed out. This is it. We push them back, but they just find a way to easily get up the other end within seconds.
Yeah.
Here they come again.
Bernardo. Out to Foden.
Two City players up the far end there,
Akanji.
unmarked. And Doku's one of them.
It seems like he's always free, Doku.
Kulu does well there, fighting off 2 players.
Oh, it actually hit the bar and then the post. That Doku chance.
What do they call that? It's the frame, is it?
Yeah.
Literally
Well,
one off
both
the
of
other.
them are the frame.
Corner frames, unbelievable.
Davis.
Oh, nearly.
To Hill. Lo Celso.
This is good.
The doggy.
Here we go.
Porro. Foul.
That's a yellow, surely. That's the second time.
Rodri is booked.
Porro does well there.
Yeah, he does very well. It's good to get Rodri booked, to be fair, at this
Yeah.
stage of the game. 34 minutes in.
And he's suspended for the Villa game. Might play on his mind now. You never
Yeah.
know. He looks disappointed with himself.
Let's get him sent off. If we get Rodri sent off, we got
That'd
a
be
chance in this
fantastic.
game.
No, no,
Emerson!
no. Honestly.
It's a terrible pass out the back from Emerson and Julian Alvarez. Well, that was a world-class effort from Julian Alvarez. Daisy cutter along the floor, hits the post. And that was all to our own doing. Emerson Royale with an absolutely tragic pass
Get him off.
out the back.
Get him off. I've had enough of him already.
Who'd you bring
Had
on?
enough of him 2 seasons ago, a year
Who'd you
ago.
bring him on?
Just put an academy player on. Let him learn something. Learn how to defend.
Oh, a doggy as well with a poor pass, but Spurs win it back. It's Brian Hill, Destiny a doggy. Lo Celso, Bissouma, Emerson. Eugene Park with the super chat saying Emerson, Hill, Davis are so bad, can't play against top tier teams. Emerson. Oh, and Bissouma gets robbed. Alvarez past Emerson. Haaland, and he skies it. But what is Bissouma doing there? Bissouma's not had a good start to this game, opening 35 minutes.
Haaland's missed a hat-trick of chances here.
Yeah, gilt edge ones as well.
Like, oh my goodness. What are we doing? Okay.
Spurs trying to play
Oh, he's
out the
handballed it.
back. Son's handballed it.
It's okay, carry on.
Man City play on. Rodri. Out wide to Doku. This is just shocking, isn't it? After a good first 5-10 minutes, it's been
It's
all
just
City.
nerve-wracking now.
It's
This is the
been all
thing.
City.
the way we reacted to things and just stood still is a major concern. Doesn't take two of you. Come on.
We need to start finding like balls over the top for Son and Johnson.
And holding the ball for a bit would be nice as well. Just to allow us to get players in position. At the moment, we're just chasing tails constantly.
Yeah, it is just
Yellow
chasing shadows.
I don't know why the ref made that so dramatic. But just get the card out and be done with it.
Yeah, that was definitely a booking.
It's definitely a booking, yeah.
For Destiny. Hacks Foden down.
He picks up a lot of yellows as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Number 4 for Udogie. Come on. We can still do this. That's it. Good pressure again.
We kind of need half time, don't we?
Yes. When we're in possession, we're not so bad. It's just these weird mistakes.
We're hardly ever in possession.
Well, I know we need to get the right players on the ball. This is the problem.
Kaylee Dave said, odds on Emerson going off at the break, anyone?
It's not going to happen, unfortunately.
No, it's not.
But I would just love to see something different. It's like if the two main central defenders aren't there, put an academy player in, for God's sakes. Here we go. Go on, put it through.
To Brian Hill.
No!
Oh, come on.
Brian goes for the crazy scissor kick. Here we go. Again. Come on. That's a great pass.
Lovely ball to Sonny.
Oh, it's a great chance.
Porro! Oh. Man City get it away.
Oh, no.
Here comes Jeremy Doku now, and Man City on the attack. Brennan Johnson's trying to get back. Pedro Porro's nowhere to be seen.
Well, don't let him cut inside. Ugh.
Rodri.
It's doing my head in already.
Bernardo Silva.
Can't sit still.
We are closing in on 40 minutes, and Spurs just haven't really done much in this game. Here's
you let him
Doku.
inside again.
Here's Hill.
He's got some great turns in him today. Well done.
Brian Hill done well, but it goes straight back to Man City. And look at that. 10 shots to Tottenham's 1.
Well,
And they've had 2 on target. We've had 1 on target.
we have good accuracy
And
at
the
least.
score is 2-1.
Oh, dear. Yeah, Brennan Johnson just standing there. What's he doing?
Doku. Guardiola
I don't
Doku.
like that right side at all. Just watching each other. Again. Oh, my goodness. One of you. Oh, can we get a foul, please?
Yes.
Yeah, nice. Just anything. Just let us chill out for a minute, please. Just relax. Oh.
40 minutes gone. I mean, what's your assessment so far? Like, how are we supposed to get back into this game?
We just need to hold the ball a bit longer. And the thing is, we have the ball and then no one moves about for it. So there's nowhere to go, and that's where the mistakes are coming from. I still think we can try and get something out of this, obviously, but it's just really frustrating, just the manner of which those goals were conceded, you know? I mean, the first one's an own goal, you can't help it, but the second one, it's just embarrassing. And you have a game plan all week and then you do something like that. Here we go. Come on.
Come on, Brian. Hill
Don't-
against Walker.
so
He gets
annoying.
tackled. And it goes all the way back to Ederson.
He just doesn't do himself any favours, ever. It's like 5 minutes of greatness and then the rest is absolute nonsense. That's just poor, mate, you know? You get a chance in the team and you do things like that.
Get Jamie Donnelly.
If you're not going to
at
go
half-time.
past someone, just go and pass it to someone else that can do
Would
it.
you bring on Jamie Donnelly at halftime?
I'd put either of those on, mate, because there's nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. It's a good experience for them. Deep end. And they're better than this lot at the back, that's for sure.
Doku on the edge of the box. He was trying to...
No, don't
Foden,
head
I
it
think
there.
was. But well played. Lo Celso wins
Get
it
it.
on the edge of the box.
Go.
Here comes Spurs now.
That's
Sonny
it.
switches
That's
it
it.
to Decky.
Come on, Kulu, you know what to do.
Kulusevski.
Yes.
He finds Brian Hill, but Kyle Walker's too strong and too quick. There's no chance Brian Hill is ever beating Kyle Walker in a one-on-one.
Kyle
Ever.
Walker's sensational, isn't he? Just incredible
You look at
professional.
the physical mismatch there with Kyle Walker and Brian Hill. It's crazy.
It makes you wonder, mate, if there was a more physical player, what we could achieve in this game. Because that's twice in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
A one-on-one opportunity.
Yeah.
If that was Kulu against Walker, it's a different conversation.
Maybe we should switch the sides. I mean, Kulu's playing centre mid anyway, so
Yeah,
why don't play Kulu on the left?
Anywhere. Just... Come on.
Here we go.
Come on, Brennan.
Quickly, Brennan.
He's got a foul out of it. That's all you can get out of that.
Free kick to Spurs. It's 2-1 to Man City. If you're only just joining us, Vicario punts it long up the field, and it goes all the way back to Man City.
And they'll hold on to this now for a few minutes.
Edison.
Again, Son, the only one pushing. Pushing! Everyone else just lapsed. That's it. Push again.
Let's have a look at this bench again. Would you consider Richarlison for Hill?
I think you get at least a bit of a better result from the physical side of it.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. But
I wouldn't be surprised if that's not done, to be honest. And Richarlison is an operation, wasn't it?
yeah.
That you had.
Yeah, but he's back now. He's been
You
training.
know what though? Because I'm talking about this. I don't want to watch.
Doku.
It's a good block again from Spurs, to be fair, and it was offside anyway. I was going to say, I play most of my football with injuries, like injuries I'm supposed to have surgery for. So I know how difficult it can be to try and perform like the best you want to or try to. You might see a different Richarlison, mate. Now that he's back.
So would you
with
bring
an
him on at
injury.
half time?
Based on what I've seen, let me get this straight. Like Brian Gill has had some stints of fantastic football in this game, but it's not good enough. You have to do it throughout. And that's not saying that other players haven't matched or done more or the same as him. It's just with those clear opportunities that we've had in those few minutes, it's evident that you need someone with some form of physicality or running ability that can beat a man.
Yeah.
Richarlison can beat players.
Yeah.
Irrespective of what people think of him, it could be a prime opportunity. And to wind Rodri up, mate, potentially. You've got to think about these things in various tactics sometimes.
What is that?
Nonsense.
What was that?
Rubbish.
A ball over the top, straight back to Man City every time.
Come on, keep the press, Tottenham. Put them in. This is the thing. If we press them, they make so many mistakes.
Yeah. 3 minutes added on for stoppages at the end of the first half. Can Spurs nick one just before half time? A rare spell of possession here for Spurs. Vicario, he's going to punt it long up the field. Brennan Johnson wins
Get it.
it.
Oh, got to be
but
stronger.
Just about lose it. Ruben Diaz puts in a really good challenge.
Could have easily won that. I would have taken this at half time though if you had asked me at the beginning of the game.
Fair point.
With
fair
what
point.
we were expecting, or many fans were secretly probably expecting.
Kind of fortuitous with those.
Yeah, see again.
Erling
lost it all
Haaland
there.
misses, you know what I mean? 2 open goals pretty much, or 1
2 or
at
3.
least.
They should have had 3 or 4 easily. But that's what football is, isn't it? How many times we say the same thing and don't get a result?
Doku up against Porro out on that left-hand side.
It was 3-1 at half time. It's a completely different story. But this is an opportunity for a couple of changes, like you say, to potentially come and do something here. I feel like they're there for the taking. I know it sounds really weird, but I just feel like they're there for us to get something out of this. Or they're just being sly. I think they're just being sly and just waiting for the second half to do a rampage.
I've been really disappointed with Basuma today because I really thought, he was going to grab this game by the scruff of the neck, and he's been disappointing.
Why do you think that was? Because players behind him, or is it just he's got the nerves?
I tell you, I mean, he's
good from Porro again. Watch him.
Since he's been walking on that eggshell after the Luton game, since the Luton game, pretty much, he hasn't put in a good performance.
No. Come on, there was 2 players there to pass to.
All we're doing is punting it long up the field.
Silly.
Straight back to Man City. I mean, not even aiming to pass to a Spurs player.
When we're in possession, we're fine. We just can't. We just keep losing it.
Last 30 seconds.
Well done from Emerson there.
And
Emerson
it's a throw
did well
on to Tottenham.
He did very well against.
It's been a mixed bag from Emerson so far this half.
Yeah, it's just some things he does really well, but it's just the weird mistakes that are just the ones that are it's too bigger mistakes that can cost us. That's the problem.
It's always the easy ones with Emerson, isn't it?
Yep. Cooley unfortunate there. Just got through 2 players and then lost it. Everyone's holding out for this half now, I think. And that's the half.
And that's half. Half time, Man City 2, Tottenham 1 in a game which started off on fire for Tottenham with a lovely goal. Spurs going 1-0 up with Heung-min Son, which was, you've got to say, poor goalkeeping from Ederson, but it was a really nice move from Spurs. Poor defending as well from City, to be fair. But I thought Heung-min Son did really well. Lovely ball over the top to find him. And then straight away, cross comes in and Son puts it in the back of his own net. So it was like, what was it? Was it in the space of...
Must have been within 2 minutes, surely.
It was in the space of 3 minutes. Son has scored a goal and scored an own goal. And then pretty much since the 9th minute, it's been pretty much all City, hasn't it? They've dominated proceedings. I thought Spurs looked okay in the opening 10 minutes. We were looking dangerous at times. We looked like we could create. But ever since that Heung-min Son own goal, we just haven't been doing the fundamentals that we were doing in those 10 games. The pressing has been a bit off. Playing out the back has been worrying. A lot of the times we're just punting it up there with no real plan, it looks like, and it's just going all the way back to City. So what needs to change in that second half?
I think it's just that aspect of just holding the ball a bit more. I think that's the thing that's missing. When we do have the ball, when we start to make things happen, but it's not enough of it. And what's happening is we're pressurising ourselves too much and give the ball away. And just keep putting ourselves under constant pressure, and that's what's doing us over, I think, at the moment. It's just someone just needs to get control of that, and that's what we're saying. Basuma has a massive chance in this game to take control of it, and if he's not, playing the way that we need him to and the way that he's capable of doing, we're not going to get that stability. He's the player that can balance that team around and just chill everyone out, or make those decisive passes, and he's doing the opposite. I'm not saying it's pinned on him, but when you've got players of that ability not on it, it does raise alarm bells for the rest of the team. And I think that's one of the things missing. But I do think there are opportunities in this game to take snippets and try and get something out of this, especially on that left-hand side. We've managed to get a few times down there, and they struggle. City have put themselves under pressure a few times and lost the ball or kicked out of the sideline. But it just needs that extra bit of physicality, a bit more concentration on trying to nick the ball a bit quicker. That pressure comes from that. Son's doing a great job of it, but no one else is. There's no point just one player running after everyone. He's going to get worn out. Yeah. So,
super chat or a members chat here from Andrew Din, member for 7 months, says, how are we only 2-1 down? This game proves that Ange needs backing in centre backs, and Hill is not strong enough to play Premier League football. Well, there's one thing being strong enough to play Premier League football, and there's one thing coming up against Kyle Walker, right? Kyle Walker is a physical beast. Yeah. He's one of the best right backs in Premier League history, never mind in the Premier League right now. And it's a complete physical mismatch, Brian Hill coming up against Kyle Walker. But unfortunately, this is where we're at the moment with the injuries and suspensions that we do have. We don't have much choice.
No. It's the only way around that, mate, is exactly what you said, to put Kulu in that position and maybe put Brian in that middle area. He's got a great ability to turn a player, but then the end result isn't always there, and this is what's missing. And he can't take big players on like that. You could argue that he has got the ability with his footwork to try and do that, but you do need physicality of that. It's like when Modric was there. You know, he was a relative size, similar size, but he still had a physicality to him to actually barge his way through, and that's what made him a great player and why Real Madrid came after him in the first place, amongst all the other great things he was at. I honestly, when I look at Bryan Gil, I see parts of Modric there. It's really bizarre, but he's nowhere near that kind of caliber, because he just doesn't have that third part to him that can take it beyond players and stuff. So someone's going to have to come in for him, I think. As I said, there were snippets of him that were really good, which is why I'm kind of thinking that it would be great if he stayed on and can try to do something, but it's not going to happen, mate. It's not going to happen against Kyle Walker, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm a massive believer in Bryan Gil, and I think like yourself, I can see what he can bring to the team in terms of the attributes that he does have: dribbling ability, trickery. And I felt like he was good in the first half against Aston Villa last week, coming up against some very physical players in that game as well. But Kyle Walker is always just going to be a different kettle of fish, to be honest. And I felt like last week, Bryan Gil completely vanished in the second half. And look, we've seen some good moments here. For me, the way back in this game is through Kulusevski. I think he is the danger man today, him and Heung-min Son. He's the one that's got the physical edge over any Man City player, bar Rodri probably, in that middle of the park. So we need to be working the game through Kulusevski in that middle of the park, in my opinion, for that second half. And I feel like a lot of the time, especially in the latter stages of that first half, we were just trying to bypass the midfield and just punt it up there. And it was just like a hit and hope kind of thing, where Ange won't be happy with that. Ange will want complete precision in the way we're playing, the way we attack. Just look at the way we attacked and forced that goal in the first half.
Brilliant.
Tactical precision with the way we were playing it out the back. But right now, we've been just forced to just punting the ball up the field.
It was calm and collected attack that we had there.
Look at the way he got in front of Doku.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. It was all calm and collected, the whole thing. There was there was obviously a bit of a rush. There's a counter, but there was a thought process of this. But then literally, as you said, after that City goal, the own goal, it was just like we were just rushing things and passing things all over the place, missed passes, and City are going to punish you, and they did in that second goal that they got. It's infuriating.
Yeah. One player that I want to talk to you about is a player that you've been moaning a bit about in that first half. That's Emerson Royale. He's been dribbled past twice. He's had one error that's led to a shot today. I have seen some good moments in there, but they have been few and far between. I feel like, what can we do? Like, it's either play him or play an academy player against Man City and against Erling Haaland. I think anyone is going to struggle against Erling Haaland.
Of course they are.
Of course, if you're going to play a man out of position from a right back into centre back, they're going to struggle. But I feel like sometimes he does the hard things really well, and then when the easy square passes or simple passes come along, he just comes unstuck, and I just don't get it.
I know, he's one of the bizarre players I've ever seen. Like, I don't usually like singling out players, but he's one of the obvious ones purely because of the strange things that he does most of the time. And it's in this instance of this game exactly what you said. There's some snippets where he did really well, but then it's just the stupid things that he does, and that's what you can't do at this level, and especially against a team like this. And that's where the frustration for me comes in. It's like, why can't you do all the good stuff all the time? That's what's the really annoying thing. Why can't you just
be world class?
Why can't you just be good? Like, all the time.
Got the attributes to be.
Exactly. But how many players have we seen come and go in Spurs and any other team as well, for that matter, that just have that ability or a talent or something, and they just can't have the consistency or the ability to do everything in the whole game? Yeah. And again, like I said, it's not singling him out particularly, because there are many other players in that Spurs team that haven't played well in this half. But for him, it's just, it's going to happen. That's why I get frustrated when I see the lineups with him in it particularly. And I have seen that and said that for season after season. There's a reason why I say it. There's no other agenda or regime around this. It's just the fact that it's the constant mistakes, the constant weird things that he does. And he's been punished many times in this game. I honestly, people say it like, oh, we put an academy player in, it's not a good thing to do against a team like this. I'm thinking, no, it's probably the best thing that you could do, because they're going to know it's a hard game anyway. what can you have to lose there? You've got someone that's coming in that wants to prove their worth and actually have something to build on or build a foundation. When's the right or wrong time to do that?
I think maybe away at Man City facing Erling Haaland and Julian Alvarez and Phil Foden.
I would love that.
Look,
I would love
think
that.
It'd be nice to see and a nice opportunity for him, but I don't feel like he can do better than what Emerson Royale is doing right now on his day. I don't know. As an 18-year-old kid throwing someone in the deep end, like next week against West Ham, I could understand it, but now in Man City at the Etihad, I'm just not too sure. But there is another option for us if we wanted to go down that route. Because when we went down to 9 men against West Ham, Pierre and Højbjerg filled in the centre-back role, and I thought he did really well. We got Højbjerg on the bench today, so I think that would be probably a better option than bringing on a Dorrington at this point.
I think it really depends on this next 5-10 minutes of this second half, to be honest. I think Ange will know that, are we on the back foot? Is this going to be an issue for the rest of the game? And I think he has to change something there. But at the moment, I think we're just riding the luck. But that can only go so far. But we'll have to see. I do think it's just down to that first instance of the second half, how we come out, how City come out, probably more importantly, to define whether he brings someone like Højbjerg on in that position. It's going to be difficult.
Well, look, it's 2-1 to Man City, but I did say 3-2 to Spurs, so the prediction is still on, Si. It's still on. We got a members chat here from It's Me. And it says, trying to keep positive, remembering we started strong. We knew this was going to be rough. Keep up the great work, lads. Come on, you Spurs. And that's actually kind of spot on, isn't it? Because everyone knew this game was going to be incredibly difficult. It is being incredibly difficult, but we're still in it.
Exactly.
Only a goal in it.
Exactly. I think that's it. Just getting to that second half with 2-1 is pretty big, to be honest. We said, if it was 3-1 at half-time is probably potentially game over. But I think the fact that it's 2-1 and we've seen small areas of capability in the opportunity to try and take something out of this, that's what I'm holding on to for dear life in my mind, that we can get something still here. But we have to get these passes better. We have to get Basuma on point as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And take them on these wings. They're not coping well on the width. I know we're not either, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about the opportunity where we get it into their back four positions. They're not strong at the moment. For some bizarre reason, they keep making mistakes. We have to capitalise that, but we need a bit more physicality there. Honestly, I think you called it. Richarlison could be a good shout for this, just because he was a bit of a wind-up player. He can get round players, and those opportunities have been arising. And he's back from injury as well, so he's got a big point to prove. We'll have to see if that happens in this half.
We need to just basically don't make any. I understand errors are going to happen at the back because of the makeshift back four, but we need to attack better and attack more with more smart play. Right? We did it in the first 10 minutes, but we haven't seen it since then. So if Ange can get in there at half time, get back into their heads, calm them down a little bit, and start them off in the mentality that we showed at the start of this game, I think we can bring something to this game. And in terms of changes at half-time, would you change anything at the break, or would you keep it going and see how the next 10 minutes goes?
I think it has to be the next 10 minutes. I think it could be a bit of a rash thing to change something immediately, unless if there was a specific player, and again, as I said, they've had pockets of really good things, which is why they should be given a bit more time. But if it was a bit of a different story towards the end of the half, where one individual player particularly was having a really, really bad time, it would probably be a half-time change. But I think he's going to give it a bit of time.
Because, look, let's be honest, from Brian, the two players that we're talking about in question, Emerson Royale and Brian Hill, right? We have seen good moments from both those players in this game.
Exactly.
So if they can kind of sway more to that side and eradicate the bad things out of their game, then maybe we can grow in this game. But I have felt like with Brian Hill, the good moments have been few and far between. They were mainly in the first 10 minutes, trying with the ball retention. I just feel like he's too weak, to be honest. And I've been one to say, before, I don't believe his physicality is holding him back at Tottenham. But I think in this game specifically, when you're coming up against Kyle Walker,
bigger players, the better players,
it is going to hold you back. So
definitely.
Super chat from Dropkick Your Teacher says Hill needs to hit the PEDs. getting Jota in is a must. And yeah, I completely agree. I think we need to sign a left winger in this January transfer window. You're seeing already, like, our attack, and Postecoglou has said it before, like, we're not playing with the fluency that I want us to play in attack. And before the injuries happened with Van de Ven and Romero, we were defending really well. And I thought the defence was kind of seeing us through in games where the attack, where Ange Postecoglou, like, that's his thing, right?
Yeah.
Good attacking football. Our attack hasn't been great.
Yeah.
So we needed more attacking players, in my opinion, to suit the system.
Yeah, definitely. That'll come. Hopefully the board this time round put their money where their mouth is, as it were, and get these positions sorted, because we've got a giant opportunity with this manager and this crop of players that he's building. At the end of the day, we've had an incredible season thus far. The Chelsea game is almost irrelevant in my head. We would have won that game. There's no doubt in my head. And the players' injuries and stuff. So it's just one of those things you've got to balance in your heads. We're at this City game with the players that we're with. It's going to be a journey. He said this from the very beginning. It's just that we've had such an amazing run that we've changed our expectation in our heads when we've got a bit of a reality check to say that 2 or 3 of these massive players that we have are out. It's almost back to square one some ways.
Absolutely.
But I think the one thing that's different from the last couple of seasons is the belief of Ange within the team.
And the fans.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm sat here not doom and gloom right now. We're still in this game. I still believe that we can get something out of this.
It looks like Højbjerg could be coming on. Højbjerg for Emerson, you reckon?
He must have heard you. Yeah, he's coming on.
Do you reckon it's for Emerson? Or is it for a midfielder? Or for Lo Celso?
He looks up for it. I always liked Højbjerg, to be fair. Like, I think he's a good leadership about him. He's not the best of players sometimes, but you can't question his passion for the club and his team.
Who is he going to come on for? Who do you reckon? What's your prediction?
Oh,
it's Brian Hill. Brian Hill. Brian Hill hooked at half-time.
So Cooley may go on the wide, just as you said.
Yeah. So, look, I think it's a smart move, to be honest, because like I said before, the physical mismatch was there for all to see, to be honest. But we're about to start this second half. Sonny and Haaland having a bit of a joke between each other, and Spurs are going to kick off, shooting from left to right. Come on, you Spurs. Højbjerg is on the pitch, and he's gone straight into the middle of the park. Dejan Kulusevski has gone to the right. Brennan Johnson has gone to the left, and Heung-min Son is up top. Oh, and Vicario's played a poor ball out the back, and here come Man City with... Oh, what a save! Oh, my God, that is poor playing out the back from Vicario. Bernardo Silva with the outside of his boot with a lovely whip on it. And Vicario makes a great save. Oh!
Gave himself practice by the looks of it.
We got the Joracle with the super chat. He says, second-tier Spurs against the first-tier City and not sitting deep. It should be 9-0. Guilt is good. Just wait. Dear. Keep the faith. Loving the show. Big up, lads. Big up to Jory. But unfortunately, Brian Hill has gone off the pitch now. Corner
well,
to Man
that could have been terrible.
Comes in. Rodri. And Vicario picks that up. Let's go, Spurs. Emerson. Porro. Back to Emerson. Square ball to Ben Davis. Davis to Destiny Udogie. Udogie back to Davis, who's going to punt it up the field. No, he's not. He finds Johnson. Johnson to Basuma. I want to see a better pass from him.
Yeah.
Emerson.
Højbjerg and Basuma looking like they're pairing at the defence midfield position.
That should give us some more solidity, shouldn't it? Oh, Porro just played it into Guardiola there.
Go on. Quicker. Oh, this is tight.
Basuma.
Good.
Højbjerg.
Oh, no.
Lo Celso. That's a foul. It's a free kick to Tottenham.
Celso did well there.
He did do well. I think he knew he had to go down there.
100%. Here we go.
Gio to Porro.
Lovely.
Back to Gio.
Oh, no, no, no.
Højbjerg. Højbjerg's lost it. Here's Foden. Well played, Emerson. Emerson wins it back. Porro. Lovely ball to Sonny. To Bissouma's lost it again, and he's given away the foul, but the ref waves play on. Kyle Walker has it. Oh, and Haaland's hurt. He wants the game stopped, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
Well, it's like 3 occasions we've tried to do our suicidal moves again. I don't know what's going on. Ange must be like, I've just had this conversation half time. Like, what are you doing? It must be so infuriating. Conte had the same sort of situation, as did many other managers, to be fair. I don't get it. Gear up players for a second half and they just do that straight away.
Still in the game.
We are. Come on.
48 minutes.
Just get the damn ball and hold it for a bit, please. Ball comes in.
Bissouma to Sonny.
God.
Lost it again.
No.
That should be easy for Big Vic. Come on, Vicario. Playing out the back once again, Tottenham. Bissouma. Out to Højbjerg. Just looks like there's nowhere to go for Tottenham.
No.
Bissouma out to Højbjerg.
Tell you what, that was good though. That was
Trying
very
to find
good.
the run for Sonny. Good ball from Højbjerg. He plays out to Kulusevski. Deki up against Akanji. Finds Lo Celso. Or Porro. Sorry. Højbjerg. Deki.
Here we go.
Now it's Gio. Bissouma.
Keep it moving.
Lo Celso.
So I mean, if we've got possession, we're good.
Højbjerg.
City have done well to...
Spurs actually holding a bit of possession, but as I say that, they lose it, and it's Haaland now.
You know who that was?
Oh, well played from Højbjerg, but he
Handballed
gives
it.
away the handball.
He's not giving him a yellow for that, surely.
God.
Can't give him a yellow for that. He's fallen on the ball. Mate. They just literally gave it away to them again. Just getting fed up with this now.
For no reason.
Jack Grealish is coming on. There's another talented winged player. Oh God, he fell over my chair. Getting tangled. Doing a Tottenham.
Don't get tangled up there, Si.
Oh dear. So the first 5 minutes, we're just giving them these opportunities again.
Doku
Stay strong,
coming up
Kulu.
against Kulusevski.
Push
Plays
out,
it back
push
to
out.
Alvarez.
Come on. Ooh, nearly nicked it.
Phil Foden. Into Rodri.
Yes. Oh, so close again. Just need a bit more commitment to these interceptions.
Foden.
How it goes. Oh, Emerson's down with a head injury.
Start again, Tottenham.
Gives us a bit of time.
What's Vicario doing there? He sees Emerson is down. He just punts out the field.
Emerson's running away. Where's he going?
He doesn't want to go off.
No. Run away from the ref. Brilliant. Okay, Grealish is coming on. Who's he coming on for, do you reckon?
Well, his position would suggest Doku.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's Doku.
I don't think Doku's been that great this game, to be honest. I think Kulu's done well to
He had
get
that one
past him
great
and
chance,
Son.
didn't he, where he hit the bar and the post in the same shot.
Oh, I think he's got a bit of an injury. That's
Yeah, it
why.
looks like it.
Okay. One great player off, one great player on.
I'm actually more scared against Doku than I am against Grealish.
Yeah, I
to
think
be
so.
fair.
Here we go. No, that was nearly good. Yes, well done. That was a bit of Bissouma there. And again. Oh. Ooh.
Come on,
Close.
Biss.
That was not too bad. Come on. Come on. No one's moving. Very frustrating. Suma's had a bit more of the ball in this half already, though.
Yeah, he's starting to kind of announce himself in the game a little bit, but still not the Basuma that we know and love.
Oh my goodness.
dodgy passing out. Oh, and Emerson plays it straight into Jack Grealish and wins a throw-in.
Here we go. Come on.
Come on, you Spurs.
Oh, there's one down the line.
It's all right.
Let's go.
Destiny. Out to Brennan Johnson.
Here we go.
Let's go, Spurs.
Now.
Brennan Johnson.
Switch.
Oh.
Why didn't he switch it? Porro was open.
Straight down the throat of the keeper. It's a poor effort, to be honest.
I would be fuming if I was Porro. He was clear through there on that right side.
That's well played from Basuma.
Yeah, Basuma's woken up. Come on. Basuma.
Ba ba da ba da ba ba.
Come on, you Spurs. Spurs fans have awoken as well.
About time.
Yeah, they've been quite quiet today, actually. Or maybe they haven't not really been listening, to be honest. But
It's because I'm not there, Simon.
orchestrating. Right. Oh, come on, don't let them do that. Oh, let's ping it around now. Making a mockery of us.
Oh, here's Jack Grealish.
He goes in and out, in and out. Oh, what a ball. Let it go.
It's not Haaland's day today, is it?
Corner. Yeah, delivery's going to be in.
Here it comes. Højbjerg.
No, one of
out.
you. Jeez.
Well,
Oh my goodness.
get that out, Decky.
Leaning. I think he just
What's that?
flopped him to the ground.
What
The
did he say?
commentator was saying he leaned on him. I'm pretty sure he just took him out. I think Son's just come over to Kula and said, like, calm down, mate. That was Brennan.
Come on, guys. Send positive vibes to the team. They need everything that we can get. Spam that chat with "Come on, you Spurs."
Yes, please. Thumbs up and come on, you Spurs. Hit that like button.
Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button while you're there if you haven't already. We appreciate all of you. But here comes the free kick. Bernardo Silva in. Emerson gets it away. Oh, that's a bad kick there from Jack Grealish.
Got
I
to be a
think
good
it
one,
was.
Cooley.
Oh, it's
he's
all
got
right.
it.
Come on, Sonny.
Oh, come on. No.
That's well played, son.
What are you doing?
Johnson, what are you
That's
doing?
twice now. Twice. What are you doing? Why is he doing that?
Phil Foden.
Oh, don't.
He's got the better of Doggy,
Well done,
but
Doggy.
Doggy's done very well there. Very well.
Brilliant. Come on, Spurs. Here we go. It's opening up now. Handball. Quicker. Oh, God. I'm going to move this chair away. I'm getting excited now.
You need to
Let's go.
stand.
Yeah.
You need to feel like
I
you're on
feel
the
something's
terraces.
coming. I feel something's coming now. I think we got this.
Haig says, cheer up, Simon.
I think we got this.
You've got this.
We've got this, I think. We're coming into it now. We're actually passing it around without losing it. It's very disappointing. Johnson had there's two opportunities there to thread it through to the right. Porro's made some great runs.
Oh, come on. Stay on side there, man.
That's unacceptable, isn't it? How can you be offside? Push.
Press.
Again.
Keep pressing.
Oh, yes.
That's
no,
it.
He's going to give
No.
Oh, come on. There's no need for this. Someone getting a bit of a telling off here. I don't know what's happened there. What's Edison doing over here? He must be bored.
The comments are calling for Richarlison to come on.
Really?
That's when you know we're desperate.
Well,
Tom Brady.
oh, he's a Man City fan now, is he?
Is he? I thought he was a Spurs fan.
God knows, mate.
He loves
He'll just go where the free tickets are, like anyone else would.
he loves Harry Kane, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
Brady?
does, to be fair. Come on, push this. I think. Come on. Oh, it's too easy.
Here's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva going into.
Oh, well done.
Lovely defending there from Brennan Johnson. Well played. Basuma now to bring it out. Brennan. Sure, has to force all the way back to Destiny Udogie. Udogie.
No.
Brennan Johnson. Back to Ben Davis. And he finds a nice ball to Lo Celso. Lo Celso. Come on, Spurs. It's Destiny Udogie here on the left-hand side trying to find Heung-min
Gotta do
Son.
well here, Son.
Finds him. Sonny.
In it goes. No!
Oh, with a nice little ball to Destiny, but it just doesn't reach him. But Spurs finding a few half openings now.
Come on, Tottenham. This is the chance now.
This is our moment.
Oh, who's injured over there?
Where?
Oh, no, so over on the left. I thought someone had hurt their knee or something.
Everyone looks.
This is
all right
much
to
better
me.
from Tottenham. This is exactly what we were asking for. Just need to thread this through somehow and get a decent opportunity.
Keep spamming the chat with the
come on, ref.
positivity, people.
That's a yellow card.
Keep spamming it.
Kyle Walker with the foul.
Half an hour to go.
There we go.
Surely you reckon some changes soon?
I don't know. It's going well at the moment. Do you want to unbalance it? Here we go. Oh, no. How can you give a foul for that? Oh, no, I'm stuck around the microphone. Oh, my God, what's happened? What have I done? There we go.
Keep spamming that chat, people. Spread that positivity.
Come on, Spurs. Don't mess this up now. Got a great opportunity here. Yes, well done, Spurs.
That's it.
Three players on Grealish there, winning that back. Højbjerg. Oh, well done, Højbjerg. Very, very good. Trying to get a yellow for Grealish for kicking it away as well. Oh, he has given the yellow. How funny is that?
To who?
Grealish kicking it away. Højbjerg did very well there to call for that and get him in that position. So that's two big City players out for their Villa game. We're getting in the heads, I think.
Well, we need to bloody get on the score sheet.
Let's go. Spurs fans have definitely woken up. It's all I've heard for the last 20 minutes or so is the Spurs fans in that corner. It's not really a corner, is it? It's more the edge of the rear stand there. Come on, Spurs. No. Ooh. There's another Spurs throw-in.
Come on,
71.
you Spurs!
71% possession for Spurs in this half so far.
That's mad.
Basuma threw three players there and has got a great free kick. He's woken up. Straight back to Vicario. Out to Benjamin. Here we go. Yeah, Johnson's not been at it today, has he?
I think I would probably take off Brennan for Richarlison. I think that's the next move I'll do.
Come on, Spurs, move. Yes. So close.
It's all right.
Yes.
We're controlling the possession well at the
I'm
moment.
trying to be calm. Here we go. It's onside. That was onside.
Is he on? A doggy? Oh my God! What a chance!
Oh, he was offside.
Oh, he's offside.
I thought it was just onside. The way that ball flipped around the edge there.
A few super chats to talk about. Anvil
I thought he was
says-
onside, surely.
No,
Oh,
he's
no,
not.
he's just
He's not.
offside.
Anvil says, come on, you
That
Spurs,
pass
give
was
me
incredible.
a ginger from Sweden. Phil with the super chat, thank you very much. No comment there, but a very generous super chat, so thank you very much. We are 62 minutes on the clock here. It's still 2-1 to Man City, but Spurs have started this second half fairly
Fantastic.
well.
If we keep this way, I sense a last-minute goal.
But we haven't really created too many chances or any chances.
That's it. That's the problem at the moment. Meanwhile, City coming forward again. Very fast. Well done, Udogie. He's on a yellow, isn't he?
Udogie's on a yellow, yeah.
That's why he pulled out there.
Can you imagine what this game would be like? Someone just said it in the comments if Romero and Van de Ven were available.
I know. And the old Madders.
Even without Madders, you know, just the two centre-backs, I think would have made the world of difference.
Bit more calm and relaxed.
Bit more controlled as well.
Yeah. 64 minutes nearly. I can't believe how fast this game has gone.
I always feel like time always goes faster when you're losing. And then when you're winning, you're just like, it goes so slow.
Here come Man City on the right side for them. Foden. We've kept them quiet so far. Just don't let that ball come across. Oh no.
That's all right. But Man City have hardly done anything.
Nothing.
Apart from the first few minutes of the second half. I felt like we've limited them really well. Come on. Emerson. Back to Vicario. Back to Emerson. Gio. Bissouma. He's going to go back to Vicario. This is getting dangerous now. Højbjerg. Out to Davis. Someone just get it away. But we've done well, to be honest, to keep it. Oh, God.
Lucky. It was good effort there.
Super chat from Phil saying Destiny Udogie is not good enough anymore. Don't know what to say to that. Don't know what to say to that. He's the best left back we've had at this club since prime Danny Rose.
Definitely. He's going to be on the bit of an edge at the moment now because of that yellow card.
Yeah, but the
Similar
problem
to
is
the
he gets
Chelsea
one
game,
every
wasn't
game.
Yeah, that is true. He's very young though. He'll learn from all of that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, Romero's been playing for years and keeps getting red cards all the time as well. So, right, it's not been too bad a second half so far.
Not been too bad, but not been too good either.
No, nothing amazing to shout about.
25 minutes left of play.
Come on, win that. Throw it. Oh, come on, slide it. In you go.
Well played.
In you go.
Well
Go on.
played, Ben.
Well done, Benny. Come on. Move.
Gio, Sonny.
Oh, God,
Spurs advancing up the pitch
slow
with Brennan
sometimes.
Johnson now.
It's
Checks
slow.
back to Højbjerg. Højbjerg inside to Emerson. Emerson Royale out wide.
See,
It's
of
Dejan
course.
Kulusevski now. One-on-one with Gvardio.
Ooh.
He beats him and crosses it, but it comes back to him.
In it
Out to
goes, Emerson.
Emerson.
Put it in.
Basuma
Don't
back
pull it
to
back.
Emerson. Spurs still enjoying a large line share of this possession this second half, but we've lost it.
Well in.
Emerson wins it back well, but it's a goal kick.
It's a corner. He has got a corner.
Oh, it's a
out of that.
corner.
Well done, Emerson. That was very good. Very good. He has improved in this second half also. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on. Spot anyone you know?
Where's Wally? Let's go. Come on, make this happen, Lo Celso. Don't know who we're targeting here.
Comes in, that's straight into the hands of Edison. Poor corner, way too close to the keeper, unfortunately.
No sign of any players coming on yet.
No.
Held the ground so far. Ooh. Well done, Basuma. Oh, no.
Just about. Keep that
dear.
positivity coming in the chat, people. Still over 20 minutes left of this game. Only 1 goal in it. Come on.
Oh, God. What are you doing? I don't know how they managed to do this.
Spurs, every time they play out the back today, it's giving me a heart attack, I swear. Again there.
Oh.
But somehow we just get it away.
Oh, unlucky. That was so close.
Oh,
That was such a good effort.
days.
We nearly got through there.
600 likes,
Oh.
people. Let's get it to 1,000 before the end of the
Come
game.
on, press them. We've got them here. Too much space. Well done, Ben, again. Here we go.
Lo Celso.
What are we doing?
Crack it, Lo Celso!
Yes! Yes!
Come on! Come on! Come on!
Come on!
Yeah!
Yes!
Something that the youths want you to know. The best in the world is Gio Lo Celso. All right, Dreadside.
Come on!
Gio every time. What a finish!
Yes!
Come on! Giovanni Lo Celso since coming in the team, 2 games, 2 goals.
Come on!
What a finish that was! A round of applause for Giovanni Lo Celso. What a finish that was! Let's see this again. Checks it right past Ruben Diaz.
Well done, Gio.
Come on, Gio! What a finish! Kisses the inside of the post, and Spurs are 2-2 here. Come on!
Let's do it. This is ours now.
I told you guys. What did
This
I
is
tell
ours
you?
now.
I told you. Keep spreading that positivity to the chat, and good things will happen. 20 minutes left of play. Let's keep spreading that positivity, people. Keep spreading it. Woo!
Pick up everything now. Do the other one, man.
Sonny goal and assist.
Come on, Spurs. This is for the taking now. We've got them.
This game really is here for the taking.
And again. Go on.
Decky.
Yes.
Højbjerg behind. Get a good ball in. Corner.
Three
Scott in
down.
Corner. Decky. Corner.
Oh. Oh.
Super chat here from Granger.
Come on.
Boom. Come on, you Spurs. Boom.
Yes, yes, yes.
Come on, you Spurs. Come on, you Spurs. Come on. Good ball in. Pedro Porro on the corner. It comes in. Oh, all the way. Lo Celso. Oh! Giovanni Lo Celso. Or should I say Lo Sorso?
He did similar against Villa with a shot like that.
Look at that.
Handball check.
Oh, that was actually going
There
in.
was a handball check.
Is there? For what?
I don't quite understand how or where or what.
There was no handball there. I can tell you that for free.
A handball check. What on earth? He's Davis. Like,
Dave's like, what's that for?
Is that a handball check? Is that a handball check? No, it's not.
Another corner to Spurs. The cross comes in.
They're going to give a...
Højbjerg! Oh! Oh, it fell to Brennan Johnson, but he just couldn't get it under. Oh, he looks distraught there, Brennan. Spurs have definitely been the better team in this second half, haven't they?
Interesting. Lewis is coming on for Manchester City. Oh, that's an elbow, wasn't it? That was an elbow.
Let's see that
That was an
again.
elbow.
Let's see it again.
That looked like an elbow to me. Oh, no, you can't really... I don't know. I thought that was a bit forceful. I think he knew what he was doing there. Sneaky man. Nah, that's force, mate.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, that's just a forearm force. 100%.
Not sure about that. I think it's
He knows what he's doing there. Sneaky.
getting a bit frustrated there early, Haaland. But
I'm telling you now that you can have a full swing around like that, but he actually had an actual flex in that forearm there. Knew exactly what he was doing, Mr. Haaland.
Phil Foden goes off. Rico Lewis comes on.
Fair play to have got away with that. England's Rico Lewis, yes.
Rodri trying to find Lewis,
What are you doing?
but Udogie wins it. Vicario
Oh no!
finds Udogie very well there, Vicario. Bit dodgy,
I'll do.
but we win the throw.
Well on Udogie. Right.
Keep spamming the positivity, people. Keep spamming.
I'm supposed to go. Here we go. Oh, I'll tell you what, City are doing stupid things like we were doing now. Here we go. Højbjerg's running up the top there. Push this on, Spurs. Come on. Here we go. Get it back. No, referee. Oh, Grealish spends 90% of his time on the floor. So one downside I don't like about Jack Grealish, constant diving around. That's not a foul. And he's given a yellow card for that as well. Rolling around, honestly. Rubbish.
Just over 15 minutes to go.
You know what?
2-2 here
It's
at
one
the
of those games now where if we don't get something out of this, I'm going to be annoyed because it's just right there. Whereas, before the game, you're sitting there thinking it's going to be 5-6-0 to City or something stupid. And
Yeah. It's always those games where you think we're
know.
going to get battered, then we don't.
But when you're in these
Where
positions,
you think we're going to batter someone and we lose, you know what I mean?
if you're in this position now, it would become infuriating if we don't get something out of this game.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. The game that we love.
Would you take a draw right now?
Uh,
Oh, Rodri.
yes.
Rico Lewis. Oh, Rodri. Just over the bar.
Good.
Would you take a draw now?
No, we should win this game. I tell you what, City in this game, apart from that one in the second half, that first half, they could have had 2 or 3 more than they've got today.
Yeah, I mean, they should have scored. Haaland should have scored 2 goals alone.
But that's
in the
what
first
it's about, isn't it? That's what it's about. Taking advantage of missed opportunities. Ref, how is that not a foul?
It's all right. We won it back.
How is that not a foul? And that one, he's just pulled his shirt. Ridiculous. 2 missed. Oh, God. Here we go. Bit of pressure coming from City in the last few minutes now.
Akanji plays it back to Walker. Walker with a crossfield ball. A really nice ball to Jack Grealish. To Gvardiol.
Don't pull him. Oh, my God.
Kulusevski pressing. Here's Bernardo Silva.
Oh, my goodness.
Bernardo in the box, but it's going to go out for a throw on to Manchester City. Man City just upped the tempo, haven't they, since we've scored?
Come on, Spurs. Get that ball back. Just hold the ball when you get it. Just get it back. Oh, God. Who's on the floor now? Well read.
Well played.
Oh, no. They still got it.
Grealish.
How?
To Rodri. Out to Gvardiol. Spurs back in numbers here. Man City trying to pick the lock somehow. Giovanni Lo Celso's complaining about
Yeah,
something.
he's got completely swiped out. Oh, no.
Corner to Man City.
Oh, dear. I'm surprised the ref let it go.
Keep spamming. Sorry, Si?
I'm surprised the ref let it go. I just can't believe he didn't spot it. Oh, no.
Rico Lewis on the edge of the box. Cross in. Adogi gets it away. And Gavadio.
All day we'll take that.
It's high, wide.
Thank you very much.
And not at all handsome. And it's a goal kick. And Ollie Skip is coming on.
Oh, brilliant.
For Lo Celso.
The saviour. For Lo Celso.
I wouldn't do that if I was the manager, to be fair.
He's holding for the draw, is he?
It's not the Ange way. That's just not who we are, mate.
I don't understand. Oh, it's a great goal.
Oh, what a finish from Gio.
Of all the fringe players,
What's
I think we're always saying Lo Celso was the one that needed the second chance.
Said it was about to go into standby.
I'm surprised we're doing it that early.
Ollie Skip is on.
This to me shouts out draw. Or a counter.
He can see that Man City are growing in stature and getting more control in the game.
Push. Well done, Emerson. Emerson has been the most improved player in the second half.
He's been brilliant second half. He really has. Here we go. Skip.
No. There's three of them now.
Terrible ball from Skip.
God, what are you doing?
Grealish.
It's simple.
It's a foul.
You hold the ball, you run with it. You don't pass it back to the other player. Come on. Stupid.
Sharon Martin says, keep fighting, boys. 10 minutes to go.
It's just giving away stupid free kicks again for no reason.
I wasn't too sure about that sub, but
I didn't either.
We'll see.
Understand
We'll see how it goes. Alvarez.
It's too early to have
Bernardo
given that
Silva with the
sub.
free kick. Davis gets it away. Akanji. Lewis, Silva.
So many Man City players everywhere now.
Lewis, Silva.
We doing?
Dancing around Spurs in the box.
And
Spurs win the free kick. Come on!
Oh, God.
I say get Richarlison on.
Oh, he's done well there, Ben. Well done. Ben's had a good half.
Vicario punts it up the field, trying to find Brennan Johnson.
Oh, no.
I thought he won it there for a second. Rodri with an up and under. Emerson's going to win that.
Emerson
yes, he
did
does.
very well there.
Bissouma. Bissouma did just about did enough to win the ball there. Oh no, but he's lost it. Bissouma lost it, and it's Erling Haaland now into Grealish. Fuck. And Man City have taken the lead. Jack Grealish, and that was all Bissouma. Bissouma loses it in a terrible position, and Man City take the lead with 10 minutes to go. That is gutting. Oh, man. What is he doing, man? Bissouma. Just pass it out wide. What are you doing? Oh, that is so frustrating.
Are always our constant mistakes. It's not the other team playing well, it's us. With stupid things like this.
That is so
I feel like I
frustrating.
want to do some hoovering or something. I don't want to watch these stupid players anymore.
Why is Bissouma doing that? He had the clear pass out
Give
wide.
me some tasks to
And then
do
he checks back
so I
in
don't
and
have
tries to
watch
dribble
these
it.
stupid people anymore.
In that area of the pitch, what are you
Picking
doing?
up some pieces of paper.
Why?
Idiots. Absolute amateurs.
Bissouma, what have you done?
I don't understand why he brought Skip on when we're trying to go and win a game.
I don't even think that's had any impact on it. It was all Bissouma. What was he doing?
Go!
Come on, Decky.
This
He's
has
in
got to
behind
be
Grealish. Get it in the box, Kulu. Skip now. Emerson. Oh, that was
my
well played.
goodness.
Come on, ref.
That's a red, isn't it? Yellow.
Yellow card to Gvardiol. That was a dangerous challenge from Gvardiol, I'll tell you that. Let's see this again.
Kulu
No, I don't think
needs
that's
to
a
do more crosses with his right foot.
Exactly. Whenever he does, they're good. So I don't know why he doesn't do
I know,
it.
but it's like everyone knows what he's going to do. Cut back, left, try and cross it in.
But like on the rare occasions he does use his right foot, it's usually
Exactly.
good. Like I don't understand why he doesn't want to do it.
Honestly. Had this game in our hands.
Porro with the free kick in, no one's there, and it goes out for a throw in to Man City on the complete other end of the pitch. .84 minutes on the clock. Man City 3, Tottenham 2.
Honestly.
Come on, press him, Kulu.
Oh, don't do that. Just losing our minds now.
Five minutes to go. Is there another opportunity in this for Tottenham? Well played, Porro. Nice back heel to find Emerson. Ben Davis. Davis out to Udogie. Udogie wins the throw up. Sonny out to Porro. Porro out to Kulusevski. He's got options in the box, Kulusevski. He goes on the outside. He crosses with his right this time, and it goes out for a corner to Tottenham. Well, you got what you asked for, Sty. Porro. Another corner. Rico Lewis does very well there. Shut up, Rico. Oh, and he gives the goal kick.
Came off the back of his foot.
Oh, yeah, that was a goal kick. So Gvardiol for Ake. And here comes Richie. It's got to be for Brennan. And Julian Alvarez for Kovacic. And for Spurs, Richarlison is coming on. And it is for Bissouma. Poor game from Bissouma. Very poor game.
Should be ashamed.
Come on, Rishi. Redemption arc starts now. Oh, great. First toss from Richarlison. He gives it away.
Come on. No, look. Stop doing stupid things.
Rico Lewis. He finds Bernardo out wide. Bernardo. It's out for a goal kick.
This game can still have something out of it for Spurs. Just
Super chat here.
Disappearing.
Scorpion fan for life saying he kept his word, suicidal tactics, but had a crack. Emerson. Down the line to Richarlison, who flicks it on to absolutely nobody.
doesn't do himself any favours at all, does he?
Walker. Man City playing it around the back. Spurs trying to press here, but not really doing the best job of it. Come on. Porro. We need that positivity in the chat, people. Spam that chat.
Can't see many minutes being added on, so we need to hurry up.
Højbjerg. Looking for options. He finds Ollie
Come on.
Skip.
Move around, please.
Skip out to Kulusevski. Kulusevski
Trying
back to
Get
Højbjerg.
a result here, and everyone's walking around.
Ref. Ref!
Great.
Into the last minute of the 90. Probably what, 4 minutes added on?
I don't know. I don't. Would there be that many? Get it. So frustrating. I think every fan is Ange. Like, we just know. Like, welcome to Tottenham, Ange. Just like silly players.
Here we go.
It's Richarlison. He's gonna get this.
Yeah! Come on! Yes!
Let's go! We're gonna win this now! We're going to win this now! Come on!
Decky! I don't know how we've done that. I have no idea how we've done that.
Come
the cross
on!
comes in. I think it was from Brennan Johnson. And Kulusevski, boom!
Yes!
Wow! Wow, wow, wow. Oh, could it be offside here?
No! I'm going.
Brennan Johnson with a lovely ball. Kulusevski uses that physicality, bodies Ake. And it was a lovely header into the far corner. And Man City must be getting some PTSD here.
Is he given offside for that?
He hasn't given
Well, they
anything
can't show
yet.
the goal 10 times and then tell us it's offside because that's just wasted energy.
Oh, yes, they can.
We're winning this. We're going to win this. We're winning this. We're winning this. Sorry, there's stuff everywhere. Come on, Tottenham! Come on! We are going to win this. That's it. That's
Dejan Kulusevski
No more
scored in
messing
all
about.
3 visits to
No
the
more.
Etihad.
Come on!
We got 4 minutes. Can we get a winner? Can we hold on to
Go on,
the
let them
point?
mess it up. Get it back.
Unbelievable. Spurs are in this game. 3-3.
Oh no.
That's it. Come on. Whew. Jesus.
Oh god.
This Spurs side. Ange Postecoglou does not know when he's beat. Kulusevski's going into the book here.
Come on, Spurs.
We play the way we want to.
Right,
Big Ange
let's be calm.
Postecoglou.
Let's be calm. There's still probably another 10 minutes.
Whether I'm right or wrong.
Come on, Spurs. We've got this. Just don't do anything stupid.
Oh my god.
That went off.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's off. Oh.
Oh, goodness.
I told you, lot. I keep telling you, spam that chat. Keep spamming. Scorpion fan for life. We never stop.
Ryan Mason watches this channel live in the dugout, and the more likes they see, the more we win. Come on, Spurs. Come on. Oh my goodness, what a great result so far. I shouldn't have said that. I probably jinxed it.
2 minutes left of stoppage time.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh, they're hoofing it now. Man City are just hoofing. Kick him. Just kick him. Boot it. Don't do anything stupid. Here we go. Drop it down. Here we go. We're going. We're going. We're going.
Sonny. Out to Decky.
Oh my God.
In the last minute. Spurs. Oh!
Wrong! You stupid idiot!
Oh!
What are you doing?
Oh, that was a bad ball.
Oh no!
And now Man City could be in here, but the ref's blown up. The ref has blown up. What has the ref blown up for here?
Because the foul, and they played on, and he's pulled it back.
That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. How has he called it back there? We got lucky. We got away with one massively.
The refereeing is absolutely appalling in this league. Let's be honest.
Oh my God.
It doesn't matter who you support. I think everyone's in agreement that VAR and officials are an absolute disgrace in this league. But I'm not complaining about that one because that's quite funny. He was onside as well.
I don't understand why he's pulled it back there.
Oh my goodness, he was onside.
Connor W is saying, could you imagine the team we could beat if Levy backed Ange?
Come on,
We're into
Spurs.
the final 30 seconds of the 5
Come on,
minutes, but
Spurs.
you do imagine this is going to go on for a bit longer than that.
Another counter. Time for another counter. Oh, come on, scheme, man. Scheme away. Just got to keep calm on this one.
Oh, look who's it. It's Jamie Donnelly's coming on for Brennan Johnson. Jamie Donnelly for his debut for Tottenham at the Etihad.
Finally.
Is he even going to get a touch of the ball? We shall soon find out.
Winner.
Can you imagine?
Absolute scenes.
Jamie Donnelly on.
The dream.
Brennan Johnson on. Come on, Donnelly.
If I was him and he scored in the last minute, I would just retire straight after that. That was your moment. That was it. Done. Career over. Come on, Spurs. Don't mess this up. It's in our hands. Bring it down, bring it down. Oh, they're hooking it. They're just hoofing and hooking it.
Oh, what are you doing, Destiny? Destiny just hoofs it and gives away the corner.
Can't keep doing this to myself.
We're 1 minute overtime and it's a corner to City.
God.
Lewis.
Get it. Yes, Tottenham.
Well played, Skippy.
And again. Oh my God. Mate, I don't want to see this. Oh my goodness.
Bloody hell, well played, Son. Just about keeps it away from Ake. Rodri in. Oh, goes past everyone. Oh, they want a penalty. I hope it's more hope than anything. I didn't really see what happened there. Is this going to be given a penalty? Let's see again.
No.
Nah,
don't
come
be
off
stupid.
it. If this is a penalty,
Don't
it's
be
corruption,
silly.
man.
Don't be silly.
Oh, he's got two hands on him, though.
Definitely not. Absolutely not. Don't watch it again. He's fallen over. Go away. Be gone. Next. And Postecoglou.
Ole.
Come on, Spurs.
Oh, Whoa.
How many minutes?
It's 5, but we're 7 in.
Oh, God, it's coming back again. Why does it keep coming back? Just get it up there. Oh, God, they're just going to keep doing this over and over again.
Okay. Grealish. In. Come on, Spurs.
Oh,
It's
mate.
over. It's over. 3-3 here at the Etihad. The game has finished. What a game of football, ladies and gentlemen. What a game of football. Pep Guardiola and Ange Postecoglou went head to head.
Oh.
And
I
you
need a
know what?
seat.
Everyone said nobody gave Spurs a chance in this game. Everyone said that we were going to get battered, and we've come away with a point. 3-3. Dejan Kulusevski grabbing Spurs a point in the last minute. You got to take that, no, Si?
Mate, I'm not even joking. I'm disappointed we didn't win this game. I'm not even joking. Because this City team did not play well at all, right? We had them there for the taking in that second half. But at the end of the day, we would easily have taken this before the game began.
Haaland storming down the tunnel. Pep Guardiola's not happy.
Haaland was fuming with
There's
himself.
a lot of unhappy Manchester City players here. Kyle Walker
I tell you what, though,
complaining to the referees.
that situation where Grealish was through onside and the referee pulled that back. It's laughable because we're Spurs fans, but that would have been a decisive moment.
Yeah,
Grealish
absolutely.
was on his way.
Look, we'll get into
But
it in a second,
Absolutely
but
mad.
that's it from us from the watch long. Just before we get into the instant match reaction, we'll be on to the post-match fan show very, very soon. But let's get into the instant match reaction. What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV. Manchester City 3, Tottenham 3. And you
My
know
head's a
what?
mess.
We came to the Etihad, we played our football, and we came away with something. A depleted squad, no centre-backs in the starting lineup, Emerson Royale and Ben Davies at centre-back, Bissouma back in the side, who I thought had a pretty poor game, to be honest. But how much credit do you give Spurs for keep coming back, time and time again?
It's exactly what we were asking for in that second half. Like when we're talking about half time, if we can hold this ball for or at least have a decent 5-10 minutes in that second half, we can get something out of this game. And again, it was another mistake from ourselves, but ultimately, I think the result is fair if you were to kind of like balance the whole thing up. There's something inside me that feels very annoyed that we didn't go and grab a winner. But before this game and in general against City, I'd take this result any time. That was exactly what I said before this game. If I didn't see effort and passion, it's a problem. But there was effort throughout that entire game. Yes, okay, the first half wasn't amazing, but that second half was more of probably what Ange was after, despite the fact that our team is quite depleted in very key areas. So very proud. I'm very proud of that performance today.
Yeah, I'm proud as well, and I think the team were very brave for the most part today. Keep persisting, keep trying to play that we want to play, keep trying to go forward. I think it was impressive for the most part of the kind of mentality that the team showed. But let's take it all the way back to the start of the game, right? Because it seems like a lifetime
Can't
ago
remember.
now, that start of the game. Spurs go 1-0 up in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And Spurs started this game really well. And I thought for the first 10 minutes, Spurs were the better side, creating the chances, got the goal. Sonny scores with a lovely breakaway. I think it was the ball over the top from Porro. Son does really well to get in behind, I can't remember who it was, but then Ederson should really be saving that. But look, you still got to give credit to Sonny for putting that in the back of the net. 2 minutes later, Sonny's putting it in the back of his own net from that set piece. And then from that point on, up until the end of the first half, what happened to Spurs? Because we just couldn't seem to get out. Was it just Man City showing their dominance? Like, why couldn't Spurs get out pretty much their own half of the majority of that first half after we scored?
I think it's a bit of both. I think just psychologically, the fact that we had gone that 1-0 up, we deserved that scoreline at that moment in time. But as soon as they got that goal, even though the fact that we kind of scored it for them, just gives them that snippet of, I wouldn't say belief, like they didn't need belief because it's so early in the game anyway, but it's almost like, okay, level slate here, now we can actually take control because actually Spurs may be coming here to get something out of this game, whereas maybe in the back of their minds they thought it was going to be a walkover like many fans did including myself to an extent. And they just ultimately got that. And in reverse of that, the Spurs players were perhaps in a reverse psychology of thinking, we kind of messed that opportunity up there a bit. And then that's when the nerves kick in, Like that's where I felt like we were making all those weird mistakes, like just passing it to them or kicking it out for no reason and stuff. It was just kind of really annoying and frustrating to see that. But at the end of the day, it's all about spells within the game as well, isn't it? And it got towards the end of that half, and I felt a bit more relaxed. Like, yes, the mistakes were there, but I felt like, because it was 2-1, because it could easily have been 4-1, mate. Like, it was 2-1, and that's where I felt we can get something out of this game. And that's where we got to in that half, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, and a few of the players that I had a bit of an issue with in the first half, I thought Bissouma, for the whole game, to be honest, just couldn't seem to kind of grab his chance once again. He's not showing those levels that he did show in maybe before that red card against Luton. I think it was a bit more of the same, and a bit sloppy moments on the ball, especially that chant when he gave away that third goal when we thought we had lost the game. I mean, that was a horrible mistake from Bissouma. All he had to do was do a square pass out to Destiny Udogie, and he checks back and he loses the ball, and then Man City break and score that third goal. But in terms of the first half is what I'm talking about. Emerson Royale, you had a bit of hot and cold from him. We were talking about it, didn't we? We said, you said he was the most improved player in that second half. And in the first half, he was just doing some strange, terrible things. Some of that passing in that first half I thought was really poor. But then again, he was showing us some real good defensive capabilities in that first half as well.
Yeah, exactly. He's just one of those 50-50 players. Like, you just don't know. You're either going to get one or the other in a whole game, or you're going to get one or the other throughout a game. And we got the latter in this one. It's just, I just want to see some of these players that have been around for some time. Like, it's not like they're new or anything. They're getting used to the Premier League or anything. They just don't have something within them to have that full consistency and be switched on throughout the 90 minutes. Like, just weird, bizarre, dodgy decisions, and ultimately one of those kind of lead to mistakes that cost goals going against you. So that's why I get infuriated about it the most. If you're 3 or 4-0 up, it's not as bad, but you're in a situation like this, you need everyone like on it constantly. So that was the most frustrating thing. But exactly as you said, like, it was almost chalk and cheese. It was a completely different player in the second half. He dealt with everything. I don't think he put a foot wrong. So you have to appreciate when things are going well for some of these players, and that's what he had in that second half. It's just, I wish he would do that throughout the whole game, because actually you might have a different story throughout a game anyway if those mistakes didn't happen.
Talk to me about Brian Hill. Got taken off at half time. I felt showed his weak nature at times in terms of his physicality coming up against Kyle Walker. I felt in the first 10 minutes, he was showing some good ball retention, some nice little turns, but after the first 10 minutes, I felt like he just couldn't get into the game.
I think there's two elements to him. There's the physicality and his confidence thing, There's no doubt in our minds that he has talent, and some of his footwork is absolutely incredible, and it led to the first goal. Let's be open about that. Like, if it wasn't for his absolutely fantastic pivot, I think he then got it out to Kulu, and then the goal occurred through Son. But that's what you want to see, and then you're like, oh, hang on a minute, he's turned up. He's learned a bit of a lesson from the last game. He's getting some game time. And at the end of the day, let's also be honest that he hasn't had a massive amount of games since he's been at Spurs. So there is an argument to still say that he's got to have a consistency of games in front of him to know that actually that's not your last chance and you will get another one. You need to improve, though. But there comes a time as a Premier League player, and no disrespect to him at all, because I'm sure he's trying. He needs to eat more or something. Like, I was similar, when I was a young age. I was like very skinny, and I still relatively am. But like, the fact is, at that level, you have to have some physicality on it. And if he doesn't get that, that's where the confidence will keep dropping down. I don't think there's anything wrong with his ability. It's just that physicality aspect, and that's what will drag him down. And that's why we probably see him have really good stints, and then it gets to a point where it's like, oh, I don't know what to do, I'm going to pass it backwards, or he just loses it, or clashes into a player, or blows in the wind, because that's just how it is for him at the moment. It's a real shame. I just hope he keeps getting the chances, because there is a player there. But this is a tough opposition today. But you need the players. We can't carry players anymore. You have to step up, however that might be for him. It's a bit of a shame, but we kind of knew that he was probably going to have to come off at some point. And Højbjerg came on, and it was perhaps a really good decision ultimately, because the game, I felt, calmed down for us and it became a bit more controlled.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I said that at half-time, I think Højbjerg is going to come on and give us that element of control in the middle of the park. And I think that's exactly what he did. But in a strange way, it was a bit similar to the first half, that second half, where we showed that fight and that kind of grit and that showing that we were going to do something in the first 10 minutes of the first half, where in the second half, it was actually a flip reversal. Man City started the second half really well, and we were all sitting here being, we're going again. You know, Man City were on top of us for so long in that first half, and then we thought, all right, it's business as usual in the start of the second half. But then I felt Spurs really grew into that game after that opening 10-minute spell in that second half. I thought we dominated the possession from then on. I mean, I want to just find out that stat, because the possession in that second half, I thought Spurs must have been well on top.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
54% in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, that first 10 minutes that is flashed up on the screen, we were 71% up. Obviously, that was going to balance out eventually, like you just said, throughout that whole second half. But it's absolutely fantastic credit that obviously something was said at half-time to drill in a bit more confidence, to drill in a bit more stability in those players. And I know people have some thoughts against Højbjerg, even I do. He has quite a few flaws in his performances sometimes, but he does bring some form of calmness and a bit of maturity there, and his passion and his energy does kick in. And I think that did reel off to some of the other players. And that was evident throughout the whole thing. There was way more less mistakes than there were in the first half. And there was a bit more stability with how we were moving forward and just being a bit more controlled in our method of like passing it around the possession. Yeah, okay, we lost it on occasions, but the second half felt like we could actually go on and win that game. Not just because of that, but it was definitely had a big part to play in it for sure.
And you could see Spurs were growing and growing and growing in that second half, and we got exactly what we deserved. A brilliant goal from Giovanni Lo Celso, 2 goals in his last 2 games since coming back into the team after all those many years. What a finish that was from Gio. But then he goes off about 10 minutes later. Do you think that was the right call? It was a bit of a strange one, bringing on Skip for Lo Celso.
I see why he perhaps wanted to do that, to try and control the game even more, and felt like maybe we just want to hold on for this draw because City have that capability of like coming at you. And lo and behold, you bring on a defensive holding midfielder, and we then go and concede very shortly afterwards. It's kind of a bit of a crazy one in that sense, because for me, I was like, I felt that momentum there was in our favour.
Yeah.
Lo Celso,
100%.
with the way that he was playing in the last couple of games and the way that we know he can play, it felt like we had that momentum to potentially go on and win. That's why I said at the end, I wasn't joking, that I felt disappointed that we didn't go on and win that game. We had the opportunity. As soon as Lo Celso came off, in my mind, mentally, the opposition tells the opposition that, oh, they think that we're going to come for them, and that's what they're going to start doing, and that's what happened.
And he had that chance, didn't he? Just
I know,
before he
and
got
it was
taken off
just such a bizarre substitution. I'm not going to question Ange at all, because we got a result at the end of the day, but it could have been slightly different. It could have gone really south, but it was a bit of a strange time. I thought he would at least wait another 5-10 minutes to understand a bit more dictation of where the game was really, really going. Are we actually pushing forward, or is City going to start coming back into this and then make the decision? But at the end of the day, we have that result, but it could have been a bit of a strange one at the end, and a bit questionable about the management decision there.
But at that point in the game, when after Lo Celso scored, when Skip came on, that Man City actually did come back into it in that time.
Exactly.
And maybe it was because we did have more defensive players, and they did get their goal by our own wrongdoing with Bissouma just completely. He was so stupid, Bissouma. But what is it with Bissouma, man? What is it with Bissouma? Because we haven't seen that level of performance from him since the first 10 games, since he got that red card, since he was walking on that tightrope with those yellow cards. He's come back from his suspension now. Everyone said now, without all these things on his mind, playing on his mind, if he gets another yellow card, he's going to be suspended. We're going to see the real Bissouma today. But we didn't, did we?
No. I think there's 2 big elements to him. There's a confidence aspect and there's a pride aspect. I have no doubt in my mind that even that red card from Luton, he probably has a pride element in him to say that he's perhaps let the team down in some way, and that's probably played on his mind a bit. But as in general, with all those cards that he accumulated and stuff, or with that red card, that has got a bit to play for it. But I think some players, and I'm not saying that he won't get over this, but some players play really well in teams when they're playing well. But when it comes to the matter of being really under pressure, or something where we really need to switch a result around because the last few haven't been great, some players just don't attend to that in their minds. And I thought from the minute one, there was a really small area in the second half where he really came into fruition, but that whole game was really disappointing from him, and we really, in my honest opinion, relied on him from that minute one to be that player that controlled everything, and it just didn't happen. And ultimately, that goal came from his mistake. He did the initial bit, I think, correctly, but then just got into a panic, whether that's because there wasn't anyone to pass to, or the fact of the matter is he had 2 or 3 players surround him very, very quickly, in all honesty, but it was the fact that he put himself in that position.
Yeah, but like he had the opportunity to pass sideways to the left back to Destiny Udogie, right? But he chooses to turn around and run into trouble.
Exactly.
And when you've just scored the equaliser, when you're away to Man City, just keep it simple, keep it safe. Why? I don't understand.
He's thinking too much. That's what I mean. It's like this, the mentality of what's happened before it. And yes, I generally thought he would have all those cards off his shoulders and be the player that he was. But clearly, there's something in his mind still at the moment. And hopefully that eradicates it. When he came off, you could see it in his face. He was massively disappointed with himself, and he knew. And that's the ultimate thing that you want to see. Not a player just coming off and going, oh, thank God for that. He was just like, actually thinking that was not good enough for me as well. And I'm sure Ange will put it to him as well in that dressing room after the game. And we hopefully see a different Basuma in the next one, the one that we like and know. But it's just one of those things. It's just disappointing that in such a high pressure game, the player that we should have happened to rely on in that position just wasn't there today in his mind.
But we thought we had lost the game at that point. 3-2 down, what was it, on the 81st minute? And you're like, after all that hard work in the second half, is it all going to go down to waste? Then we get that opportunity. Brennan Johnson goes breaking down on the left-hand side. Lovely cross. We thought it was for Richarlison, but it goes over Richarlison's head. Dejan Kulusevski bodies Nathan Ake, and with an amazing header into the far corner. And Spurs get that point. And how much credit do you give the manager, the players, everyone involved in the result today to go to Man City when nobody gave us a chance in hell to take a point from there? And not only to take a point, but to come back from behind twice in the game as well. Yeah.
It's the character, isn't it? I think that's the character that he's building in the team. And some of these fringe players haven't had many opportunities at all this season. And in the last couple of games, again, back to my point, is effort, energy and passion. And it doesn't mean that you're the best, you're one of the better players in that instance. It's just the fact that you can provide some form of effort to the team. And it's that character, the character and the effort. That's what gave us that result today. The fact that these fringe players know that they're perhaps not good enough when these new, the players come back from injuries and suspensions, etc. But they know that in this moment they have to put something in here, and it was shown today that they all fought for their shirt, their badge, and a bit about themselves as well. At the end of the day, they have a bit of pride about themselves to say, actually, I'm going to do what I can for myself as well. And that shone through, I think. As I said, some of those players had a poor first half, came out in that second half were way better than they were in that first half, and gave a bit of a statement that they could probably grow from that now. This is a great statement that we've gone to Man City and got a point. I still think we could have got something out of that somehow, even more than that 1 point. But to take that into the West Ham game, and ultimately a big game in Newcastle next weekend as well, I think this is quite a big statement in their minds.
Yeah, I completely agree, and especially on the back of 3 defeats as well, the crazy injury crisis that we've come through. Next game now, Cuti Romero will be back, so starting to get a bit of normality back in that defence with Romero coming back. But look, I'll take that 100%. A point at the Etihad, coming back from behind twice with no recognised centre-backs on the pitch as well. I think that is a performance, especially in the second half, and a result definitely to be proud of. So I want to thank you all for joining us today. The Fan Show will be back with you very, very soon. Well, your chance to have your say. The link will be in the community section. But big up to Si for coming in today. I've very much enjoyed doing my first watch along with you today.
Respect.
We'll speak to you all very soon. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.
Come on you Spurs.